Ich habe doch nur gefragt, was muss ich tun? Wo muss ich unterschreiben?
Okay, langsam wird's schon.
Langsam,
Das
das ist
was?
schon ultra gay mittlerweile. Offense.
Weißt du, Stan, du darfst dann im Gegensatz auch meinen Pimmel halten.
Solange der Lumi nichts dagegen hat.
Was
Schatz,
soll da?
hättest du was dagegen, wenn Sekka meinen Pimmel hält?
Stell dir vor, jemand fragt dich das.
Was hast du gesagt? Okay, weiter. Lumi hat gesagt, sie weiß nicht, ob Sekka den halten kann, weil er zu schwer ist für Sekka.
Oh, Shots feiert.
Okay. Okay.
Gut, habe ich den Stream auf plus 18 eingestellt.
Was für ein Stream?
Du wirst live übertragen in die große Internetwelt.
Ja, du hast aber gerade niemanden angefangen.
Was ist?
Du hast aber erst kürzlich angefangen.
Ja, ja. Das Beste habe ich schon aufgenommen.
Oha. Hast du uns nach unserer Zustimmung gefragt, Lima?
Brauche ich nicht.
Wir könnten dich verklagen.
Mach das.
Brauchen wir Anwalt, Stan.
Und eben deine Y sieht ja fast schon cool aus. Wo ist denn dieser Ding? Ah, wo man Solo-Challenge machen kann. Oh Gott, ist das wieder beliebt?
Was
Das
ist?
ist ein guter Weg zu leveln. Aber ich
Ach, stimmt.
habe irgendwie das Kotzen gekriegt. Don't know.
Yes. Weil Mili ist Cancer.
Oder du hast Resident Sleeper und High.
Oder das, ja.
Resident Sleeper und High, ich weiß nicht. Also ich habe echt nichts gegen Palace of the Dead und Heaven
Jedes
and
Mal,
High
wenn ich
gehabt.
mache, schlafe ich wieder ein, obwohl ich
Ja,
was
das ist es eben. Ich finde das überhaupt nicht so schlimm irgendwie wie ihr. Aber ich habe jetzt zum Beispiel bei dem Borschen ja mir gedacht, boah, jetzt muss ich zu dem Feld laufen. Jetzt muss ich zu dem Feld laufen.
So nicht. Kannst auch stehen bleiben und einfach ignorieren.
Fate ist angenehm.
Okay,
Du
ich
musst
habe
halt Neues
irgendwie
machen können.
keinen Bock gehabt, die ganze Zeit von dem zu dem zu dem zu dem zu laufen, aber
Beim Dungeons.
Es ist wirklich viel interaktiver als fucking, lass mich durch irgendwelche Räume laufen. Oh, du bist ein Frosch. Oh, du kriegst Agro, obwohl du nichts mehr kämpfen musst gegen Mobs und
wir gehen unsere Meinungen auseinander, Stan.
ich sag nur,
Du sagst-
Action-Resultat.
Du,
Ich
du,
schlafe
sag,
jedes Mal ein, wenn wir Heaven nachher machen.
du sagst halt deine Meinung und ich sag halt meine Meinung.
Und ich darf meine Meinung nicht sagen, weil ich hier alles hate.
Genau.
Ja. At least hast du es endlich eingesehen.
Einer muss ja.
Cool.
Hat doch ab und zu mal extra Leute so angefragt. Was habt ihr bei der Story nicht aufgepasst von Heaven Sword? Doch bei den komischen Elche, die das ursprüngliche Rasse da, hatten ja das Konsul, also quasi diese 14 Mitglieder oder sowas und der 13. müsste immer Nein sagen. Bin mir nicht durch, oder habe ich verwechselt gerade was? Irgendwo war das auf jeden Fall, dass quasi einer immer dagegen sein müsste, egal wie es scheiße es klingt. Oder egal wie gut das klingen mag.
Was macht man nochmal mit den Clustern bei Borgia?
Sammeln,
Und dann?
weiter sammeln.
Und dann?
Nicht. I don't know, ich bin seit gestern hier, du bist doch der Profi.
Ja, damit bist du eigentlich die Profis.
Das war?
Ihr seid viel weiter als ich, also müsst ihr eigentlich wissen, was man mit denen zu tun.
Ich bin nicht Level 17, at least dran gewesen.
10 war das Maximale, ja, meines Wissens.
Ja,
Jetzt bin ich Level 11, Stan, ich hab dich überholt.
oh nein.
Oh doch, du bist jetzt ein. Noob, der nur Level 10 ist.
Krass.
Ich wollte irgendwas Beleidigendes sagen. Mir ist nichts eingefallen.
Gibt so viele Möglichkeiten. Aber wir dürfen ja nicht toxisch sein. Toxisch war gestern.
Keiner True.
Heute sind wir einfach nur AIDS. Heute sind wir pures AIDS.
Gestern, glaube ich, Sekka viel zu oft angefahren. Ich habe nur ein paar Mal gesagt, dass er ein Game gequittet hat.
Ist ein Masochist, der braucht das.
Ja,
Ben.
at least habe ich weiter als du gequittet.
Sam,
Ja.
hast du die 2 Games gequittet?
Okay, ich mach fucking Auto-Trailer wieder aus.
Ach. Mach
Aus?
das.
Ja,
Du warst es gerade am Spielen.
ich hatte den Client an, ja.
Er
Warum
hat den
hast du
Client
den
an,
Stream?
sonst hat er nichts.
Weil ich stattdessen aufs Klo gegangen dann Essen machen. Ich
So.
wollte es machen, aber du hast mich ja. Ich bin ein Noob, der für unterlevelt ist.
Nein, das habe ich nicht gesagt.
Becker, dafür bist du wahrscheinlich viel weiter in der PSO als David.
Das ist kein True.
Keiner, ja.
Er hat halt mehr Money, besseres Gear. Hat
Level up!
gekillt.
Muss ich vielleicht durch die Cape of Origin? Ja,
Ein Stream.
aber du bist gerade beschäftigt mit was auch immer.
Ich bin beschäftigt mit im Kreis springen mit meinem
Aber
Charakter.
du hast niemals Stream.
Ja,
So.
den habe ich irgendwo offen, das stimmt.
Er mag mich nicht.
Och, das ist sehr interessant, jemand, der Final Fantasy spielt. Nur offen.
Dein Mikro aus deiner Popo rausnehmen, damit wir auch verstehen.
Ja,
Echt? Hat man mich so schlecht verstanden? Ich habe nur gesagt, dass es nicht so unterhaltsam ist, einen Final Fantasy Stream zu gucken.
Boah, voll
Ich glaub,
beleidigend.
Das wird der Asmon auch noch realisieren.
Wenn man die ganze Zeit Story liest, ja, aber
was ist an WoW besser?
genau.
Okay, actually hast du keiner recht, aber irgendwie, ja. Hast du keiner recht. Es ist eigentlich eher die Person, die es unterhaltsam macht. Im
Ja.
Fall von Asmon ist das einfach
Deswegen gebe ich
Eine
mir manchmal random YouTuber. Obwohl die
Entertainment.
nichts machen. Ah, okay, WoW.
Asmon ist halt wirklich, literally echt unterhaltsam und der kann jeden Scheiß spielen wahrscheinlich und ist unterhaltsam. Ah, Dima muss ein Quest machen.
Level halt.
Also irgendwie muss es einen Grund geben, dass die Leute da hingehen. Außer Leveln.
Gear.
Ich hab gesehen, du kannst die Coins gegen Gear tauschen. Und dann kannst du mit Coins Updates kaufen, um Haste auf dem Gear zu kriegen. Wahrscheinlich um schneller unterwegs zu sein hier. Aber das geht nur für Level 80er. Aber
Keine Ahnung, kann sein, weiß ich.
was man mit den Clustern macht, weiß ich nicht.
Folgt eine Expertin, die weiß es bestimmt.
Asi! Weiß ich nicht. Bosnia Cluster. Gegen? Nein, ich meine die, nicht diese Dinger, ich meine die du so einen Counter hast. Wenn du da reingehst, hast du hier so ein Untermenü und da ist so ein Counter für Cluster, die habe ich gemeint. Bosnia. Final Fantasy. Wiki.
Ich muss das komplette Weg nochmal zurückrennen. Ach doch, ich kann's so. Machen wir das doch. Weil gibt's auch keinen, kann man sagen, über.
Nee, also irgendwie habe ich das auch nicht so gefühlt, das mit dem Bosnia. Ich habe mich actually voll drauf gefreut, nachdem alle gesagt haben, wie cool Eureka war und so. Oh.
Mika war eigentlich Pain in the ass.
Ja, aber Eureka war kinda funny, das habe ich actually gemocht.
Keine Angst, im Endwoker gibt's dann Rosenrika.
Bosninka?
Doch Level 7, oh mein Gott, ich brauche Level 7.
Level 7.
5000 Erfahrung, Mann. Wie lang muss da fucking grinden, Mann? Die scheiß Fates bringen einfach kaum was. Mach ich das.
Irgendwie 1 oder 2 Tage und dann waren wir 10 mit Säcker. Ich glaube sogar einen Tag. Wir haben einen Tag reingehalten. Wie lang bist du denn da jetzt drin?
Ja, gestern war ich zum ersten Mal drin und. Aber nicht lang für 3, 4 Fates und dann hatte ich irgendwie keine Lust mehr.
Ja, siehst du, dann warst du ja überhaupt noch nicht lang drin.
Aber heute bin ich schon seit 3, 4 Stunden dabei und das.
Nur 3, 4 Stunden, ja, kommt ungefähr hin. Ja, wir waren ja einen Tag ungefähr drin, dann waren wir Level 10 und durch.
Ja, nur dass es jetzt Level 25 gibt.
Ja, jetzt geht's.
Dass du in diesen fucking Raid da rein musst, damit irgendwie der letzte Schritt von deiner Relic abmachst. Aber hey.
Vielleicht sollte ich auch wieder rein und dann scheiß grinden. Aber irgendwie, das Problem ist, wenn man wenigstens schneller unterwegs wäre.
Ja, vielleicht wird man ja schneller unterwegs. Vielleicht kann man da irgendwas kaufen. Ich habe ja welche gesehen, die düsen mit ihrem Chocobos durch die Gegend wie ein Ferrari.
Ich habe dir gesagt, du kannst die Coins gegen 80er Gear eintauschen. Und das 80er Gear kannst du, und dann kannst du Coins gegen Update-Items eintauschen. Und dann kannst du deine Items updaten mit den Update-Items und dann kriegst du Haste als Stat drauf. Dann bist du schneller unterwegs. Das Problem ist, du kannst das nur mit Level 80ern machen. Das heißt, wenn du
Und
schnell
das Gear, was du
unterwegs
hier hast, spielt überhaupt keine Rolle auf das, wenn du es außerhalb von dem hast. Also im Prinzip komplett ein separates Scheiß. Ja.
Das Problem ist, dass das Zeugs, wo du die Haste draufholen kannst, hat ein Requirement von Level 80, damit du es anziehen kannst. Und nur
Ist das zumindest dann klassenübergreifend oder gibt es für jede Klasse wieder einzelne Scheiß?
Klassenkategorien. Also Bade, Dancer, Maschi
Oh
ist halt ein.
Gott.
Ah.
Sind da mehr Effekte, obwohl ich eigentlich nur eingestellt habe, dass ich nur meine Effekte sehen will, sehe ich trotzdem die von allen anderen.
Oha.
Da hast du schlecht eingestellt.
Okay, was?
Wie siehst du es ein?
Dann so gut.
Eigentlich sollte ich da auch reingehen, aber irgendwie hält sich gerade meine Motivation richtig hart in Grenzen. Meine Motivation hält sich so hart in Grenzen, dass ich actually nicht mal Bock habe, mit den Trusts reinzugehen.
Tja,
Oha!
Das ging aber ziemlich schnell, ich spiele einen Tag.
Oha, hat sich ja recht rentiert. Also zur Seite legen, Ori spielen.
Was
Nee,
spielen?
ich werd jetzt halt täglich Dailies machen, um meine Klassen zu leveln. Das
Ah.
werde ich machen.
Einfach so. Das macht er einfach.
Ja. Und die Story
shit.
nachholen werde ich. Und den
Sorry.
24-Mann-Raid mit.
Er macht doch die
Lumi werde
Story
ich
jetzt
machen.
weiter.
Ich habe jetzt gerade Entertainment von Stan.
Lecker, geh offline.
Okay.
Nein! Hör auf! Fuck you. Ich hasse dich, Stan.
Was du denn für?
Kannst boosten.
Hä?
Zu Stan gesprochen.
Keiner mag mich. Was soll ich tun?
Wir können aber die Roulette heute laufen, wenn du willst. Ich wollte eigentlich Lumi noch fragen. Hasi, wie sieht's heute mit Rouletten aus?
Fantastisch sieht's heute aus.
Das ist so erst am Abend, wenn dann.
Schmusch gelaufen werden.
Sie haben recht, Monsieur.
Ring-Cosplay sein, Mann. Die billige Nutte.
Not up front. Oh, up in chat. Oh, really, Diesel? Suna from Sword Art Online. I don't think I know what.
Jetzt mal ganz ehrlich.
Hang on. Sword Art Online.
Wie von euch, wie Rin aus?
Wo hast du gepostet?
Da, wo ich es immer poste, Eingangshalle.
Yeah, she's got like the. Is it like a white blazer?
Werbung.
On?
Ich hab keine Werbung.
Doch hast du.
Nope.
Du bist
Nicht Werbung.
Ja, ich bin so wack da drin, überhaupt einen Shooter zu lernen. Ich brauche so lange dafür, Dicker. Und dann, wenn ich dann auch noch einen anderen Shooter zwischendurch spiele, komplett RIP, Alter.
Will eine Karte geändert.
Jo. Haben wir den Spike? Nee, ne?
Ich hab doch die Effekte ausgestellt. Warum sehe ich sie immer noch?
Was ist mit dem Cosplay?
weil du es nicht
Das ist anscheinend die vom... So sollte die Rina sehen, aber für mich sieht sie nicht aus wie Rin.
Okay. Also ich finde, es hat Ähnlichkeiten. Wir können ja den Cosplay-Experten Lumi fragen.
Bin wieder gestorben, Mann. Was?
Müsste da mal, müsste mal Romate zuschreiben. Silber oder so.
Okay. Mach mal den Stream und sag, was ich falsch mache, Profi.
Seitdem
Lol.
man 0 erreicht.
Oh shit, Sherlock. You don't say.
Du hast so viel Damage passiert.
Ich war One-Hit.
Ja, so viel Damage.
Ja, aber von was? Ich stand zwischen den fucking Streifen. Wegen der Herzen. Und was sagt die Expertin? Ja, nein, vielleicht.
Hasi?
Ich glaube nicht.
Also ich schick dir einen Link und frag sie.
Вообще ее поливал не раз 3.
Ich geh dir auf die Nerven. Wir brauchen deine Cosplay-Aspekt. Gerade nicht, okay, sie will nicht.
Oha.
Ich glaube, sie will gerade in Ruhe gelassen werden.
Hast du gesagt, dass die zugenommen hast oder was?
Nein.
Ist die Wette-
Ah, mach das, vielleicht wird's besser, nicht Spaß.
Mit dem jetzt weiß ich nicht, verstehe, warum du gestorben bist. Nur.
Bitte?
Lol.
Ja, genau. Mit dem weiß verstehe ich, warum du gestorben bist.
Du müsstest jetzt easily 100 Punkte haben, um irgendwas zu skillen. Vielleicht ist der besser.
Bin wieder confused. Du siehst nicht einmal was, das leuchtet alles wie ein fucking Zirkus, Mann. Und jetzt bin ich wieder tot. Ey, das...
Okay.
Ja, die ganze Bosia-Dings ist einfach nur pures Disco-Party. Merkst du, ist nichts. Dann bist du einfach instant One-Shot.
Sag mal, hast du wirklich Other Players auf Non gestellt?
Das sind Movement Physics. Shadows. Qualität. Der Charakter Configuration. Oder irgendwo unter
Nee,
Graphics.
bei Controls bestimmt nicht. Auch mal
Dem
unter Grafik
Configuration. Grafik. Nur die Shadows. Movement Physics.
Fantasy, Effects, Other Players. Gehst in... Ah, okay, ich hab's. Du gehst in Character Settings.
Hm?
Character Settings, dann den obersten Menüpunkt. Und dann,
Roll Settings.
genau, und dann rechts den vierten Tab Character.
Alter.
Vierter Tab. War doch alles auf Show All.
Ja, dann war ich wohl falsch. Vielleicht erkenne ich jetzt mal was. Glaube ich jetzt.
Warum kriegst du 21 Skillpunkte denn?
Der
Das ist
kann.
ein bisschen viel. Skillen.
Sagt, ist mein Rechner so laut.
Ah, kannst du was skillen. Ich glaube, du wolltest Heal More oder Revive machen, wenn ich mich nicht irre.
Ich krieg so viel, weil das nächste 500 kostet.
Was ist denn getrifft?
B.
Äh,
Muss das die Lückentaste sein für zurück? Kann ich hier nicht durch? Muss ich irgendwie ganz random zurückgehen, ganz weit?
Zeig mal die Map. Du bist gerade in einem Dungeon.
Ja,
Sollst du überhaupt in einem Dungeon sein?
ich glaube, ich will hier hin. Dann hier hin, also muss ich irgendwie ganz weit zurück. Aber dafür muss ich gegen 40 random Gegner kämpfen.
Sowas, das nennt sich Fliehen. der ist Punkt ganz unten. Richtig.
Du hast im Prinzip von der PG nicht so ganz verstanden.
Du solltest aber nicht immer fliehen, weil irgendwann bist du sonst underlevelt und strugglest nur.
Ja, danke für den... Wie kommt man an die Kiste da hinten dran eigentlich?
Muss halt ein gutes Balance aus. Ich tue zu viel Trash killen und ich level immer noch. Unten.
Ach, egal, ich... Ich hab das gestern schon gesucht und war hier jetzt auch ewig drin. Die ganze Zeit gegen Mobs gekämpft.
Danger Level 4.
Mhm.
Bist du nicht irgendwie Level 11 oder so? Warst du schon.
Warum gibt's hier keinen Teleport?
Einfach gegeben. Lol, hat dir das nur 4 JP gegeben?
Ja.
Warum haben dir die im Dungeon so viel gegeben?
Ich glaube, das war nur das Pack, weil das 3 Stück waren oder so.
Ja, aber das waren ja auch 2 Stück.
Keine Ahnung, vielleicht sind die im Dungeon cooler. I don't know. Oder es waren andere Mobs. Oh mein Gott, ich habe vergessen, die Waffe zu wechseln.
Jetzt einen fetten AOE, während die alle gebreakt sind.
Nein!
Usto.
Jetzt greift er alle 3 an, das ist whatever, dude.
Nur 6. Ja, irgendwie gehen die 2 pro Mal.
Ja, Gott sag.
So hier die Monster zu fighten macht echt gar keinen Sinn. Kommst du nicht hierher? Ähm. Ich hab's dann verjagt.
Warum nennt man sich Unterholz Holzwolf?
Kann ich dir nicht beantworten, mein Freund. Stan.
Ja.
Geh mal mit deiner Maus auf die andere Start. Oder ja. Ja. Und jetzt mach mal E.
Oh mein Gott.
Chocobo racing? Wait, do I race the chocobo or do I bet on
Ach so, ist er
chocobo that we're
googelt.
racing?
Jupp.
I racing. I get to name it. It's like Mario Kart.
Auch nur Stärke 1.
Ich kann ihn nicht leiten. Headbash, nein.
Wo möchtest du denn gerade hin?
Entweder da oder da. Und ich glaube, dafür müsste ich. Oh mein Gott, dude.
Na schau. Ich habe das Gefühl, dass die Gegner in Dungeons dir viel mehr Skillpunkte bringen.
Ich weiß nicht, wieso das so war, aber das sollte nicht so gewesen sein, weil
Ja, die haben dir halt literally 40 gegeben und hier geben die dir 2 pro Mob.
Das war 20.
Ja, 20 ein Solo und 40 2.
Weil. Eigentlich war das eine Bullet für die Cleric Quest Tutorial gedacht.
Oh.
Und der war dort ein unzugänglicher Pfad. Vielleicht gibt es einen zweiten Eingang. Yay!
Oh, das ist richtig aus.
Ich will wieder Critical Naht.
Kritik was?
Critical Naht. Ich hab gemerkt, das ist billiger. Das tut zwar einen Gegner tun, aber wenn du nur einen breaken musst, ist es viel besser. Okay, das ist ja nicht. Sind die gegen Light immun? Schwach? Jo. Hä?
Mal gespannt, wie viel XP das jetzt gibt. Lol, das war dumm.
Nicht, wenn ich versuche, alle Schwächen herauszufinden. Ob das Sinn macht, ist eine andere Sache. Ups, ja. Ich will irgendwie alle Schwächen aufdecken, die ich denke. Probably hat es keinen Sinn.
Du hast ja pro Charakter eine Schwäche so gesehen, ne? Das ist im Norden. Hm. Hast du schon alle aufgedeckt? Warum hast du mit dem einen nichts aufgedeckt? Das ist ein anderer Gegner. Ja, der hat so ein Headband zusätzlich.
Und der hat zwei Vulnerabilities drauf.
Der Dima macht den Red Komet.
Ach, nervig. Bescheuert ohne Ende. Endlich sterben, dann mache ich den letztes Mal, dass ich da.
Oh, merkst du, wie alles geblurrt ist, was nicht in der Mitte ist?
Ja,
Hab gerade erst so richtig bemerkt, dass es so ist.
das ist ein stilistisches Mittel.
Ja. Bis jetzt habe ich das nicht gemerkt, weil ich immer auf die Mitte fokussiert.
Lumi hat das gestern angesprochen, dass sie das cool findet. Die Tiefenschärfe. Sven hat gesagt, er hat das erst jetzt bemerkt. Ich habe gesagt, ich, nicht er.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay, das andere war. Okay, dann
Danger Level 15.
Bin ich.
Du bist in den Wald reingegangen. Glaub. Töte mal etwas im Wald. Ich will wissen, ob du jetzt mehr XP kriegst und so ein Shit, weil du in so einem Combat-Gebiet bist, oder wie man das nennen kann. Nicht auf dem Weg, sondern abseits des Wegs.
Uff.
Uff. Yo, you gonna die, bro.
Ah,
Was ist meine Schuld? Also jetzt bin ich schuld, wenn Sekka stirbt? Ich habe niemals gesagt, dass er da reingehen soll. Ich bin kein Arsch. Ich will doch nur, dass Stan stirbt. Okay, das wollte ich jetzt wirklich. Okay, I'm sorry, Stan. Ich muss gerade mir verkneifen zu grinsen. Ich dachte nicht, dass du wirklich stirbst. Wo hast du gespeichert?
Autosave. Ich
Glaub,
habe
die
vor allem niemand von denen war im US-Schwach gegen Bogen. Auf
glaub, die ist
einmal.
ein bisschen zu heftig für dich.
Wenn die gegen Bogen schwach gewesen wäre, wäre es noch vielleicht gegangen.
Ja, gut, dass das Autosave dich gerettet hat. Das wäre jetzt ein bisschen mies.
Ja, sonst wäre
Ja.
ich literally am Arsch der Welt.
Links hätte ich gesagt.
Oh, ist das dein Scheiß Ernst?
Ich glaube, Bogen macht denen nichts. Ich glaube, du hast noch keine Axt auf die Ameise geworfen.
Ich habe keine Axt auf niemanden geworfen.
Was ist das? Lightning?
Ja. Halt, you cannot pass. Alter Stan.
Bist du ready, die nächste Character Story zu skippen?
Ja.
Das ist, glaube ich, nur HP und MP Recovery.
Ja. Besser als wenn ich einen Port nutze. Oh, die sind scheiße teuer.
Was? Oh, wie viel Geld du da rein.
Hä?
Das ist Revive. Das unterste für 30. Ich würde diese Revivals mir holen. So 2, 3 Stück kosten.
Unconscious.
Ja, wenn sie, glaube ich, 0
Was
HP
ist
sind.
Fallen? Das ist Unconscious.
Ah,
Weiß nicht, was
Das
der
ist-
Unterschied ist.
ich glaube, das ist einfach nur ein negativer Statuseffekt.
Da steht halt Revives, aber.
Wer kann das equippen? Arcane Glaive? Niemand?
Probably der Dude, den ich gleich kriegen werde.
Wenn du was kaufst, bist du pleite.
Na, ich mach das nicht.
Was smart sein, was du gerade gemacht hast. Ich hätte probably Yes geklickt.
Was? Study Fall? Oh mein Gott, da muss ich mir den Pen nicht mehr geben. Oh nein, sag bloß, die haben sich nicht alle zu Information geliehen. Hidden Item. Hä?
Ich glaube, wenn du ihn besiegst, hat er ein Hidden Item, was du kriegst. Battle den mal, Provoke. Jetzt ein Hidden Item. What the fuck, wie stark!
Ich glaube.
Das schaffst du nicht, Ich kann dir jetzt schon sagen, dass du es nicht schaffst. Das ist wie wenn du in WoW mit Level 1 versuchst, einen NPC zu töten, der eine Stadt bewacht. Ungefähr auf dem Level ist das. Oder sind die auch Wachen? Oder wenn du in ESO versuchst, eine Wache zu töten. Den schaffst du, glaube ich. Es ist immer nur 1 gegen 1, wenn du provokest.
Ja. Weil das mein Skill ist. Weiß ihn. Gutes Pad.
Da war ein Item, was du gekriegt hast. Inspiring irgendwas.
Echt.
Ja.
Problem ist, sobald ich jemanden besiege, kann ich nichts anderes mit ihm machen.
Ja. Ich würde mir ja... Kannst du die Wache guiden, damit der einfach für dich alles zerstört?
Nicht mehr, ich habe ihn besiegt.
Nein, die Wache. Die so irgendwie 8 Stärke hat.
Nein,
Warum nicht? Das ist ja voll unfair.
ich konnte den Dude guiden, aber
Ja, der war ja nur ein Upsi Level 2 Stärke. Weißt du, woran mich das erinnert?
erzählen.
An wie hieß der aus dem Megumin-Anime mit dem grünen Cape?
Kasuma?
Kazuma. So an sein Stil.
Achso, what the fuck.
Der sieht aus, als würde der fighten wollen. Oh, der sieht aus, als würde er fighten wollen. Schaffst du nicht.
Heißt, ich muss hier hin?
Hm,
Ich
glaub,
glaube, wie komme ich da hin?
du musst dorthin, wo es grün ist. Kannst du durchs Tor laufen? Ich meinte nördlich. Hin. Wo bist du gerade auf der Map? Da leuchtet ein Item-Stand. Geh mal zurück. Siehst du das? Okay, was sollte das?
Hast du es auch nicht gehört?
Ja. Hast du das enjoyed? Bis gleich,
Total.
Rosi.
Halt, you cannot pass. Oh doch.
Ihr seid jetzt schon zu viert?
Einer ist Guide. Was für Hidden Item? A new treasure is available somewhere.
Da unten, ich sehe es. Hier auch.
Heißt nicht, du die irgendwie
Revealen durch, ja, denke ich auch.
nicht, wenn ich sie besiege.
Links ist auch so ein Hidden Item. Genau. Ich glaube, wenn du NPCs anredest und die scrutinize und die haben ein Hidden Item, dann wird irgendwie manchmal was revealed gefühlt.
Yeah, ich bin Plünderer.
Ich glaube, du musst zu den Bergen, den grünen.
Ja, aber ich will wissen, wie ich da hinkomme.
Da oben leuchtet auch was, siehst du das?
Ja, ich versuche da hinzufahren. Aber vielleicht brauche ich einen Skill dafür. Oh ne, nevermind. Ich weiß ich gar nicht, was soll ich Skill.
Kannst du ihn besiegen und kriegst Blut?
Hallo, das ist nur ein Busch. Man kann die Busch aufhalten. Royal Academy. Soll ich ein paar Kids beibringen, was die schöne Welt so zu bieten hat? Wie der Real Fight ist.
Cool. Man fühlt sich wie ein Babbo.
Ich bin ein Registered Adventurer. Ich bin ein Trained Hunter.
Da leuchtet ein Item. Ich glaube, du musst da rechts, oder? Ja. Da rein jetzt. Ja.
Okay, keine Ahnung, wie Pokémon geht. Warte, macht das. Oh, er macht es automatisch. Macht immer eins, oder?
Meinst du, machst mal eins.
Revealen. Okay, Bogen ist es schon mal nicht. Hä?
Das jetzt noch. Kannst du jetzt mit dem revealen?
Das macht er automatisch am Anfang bis. Ach, das ist Eis. Dann Caster. Ja, wie ist man, wenn du den Gegner einmal auftriffst, wird er das revealen?
Ja, so habe ich das auch jetzt verstanden. Der wird immer eins, was unbekannt ist. Cool. Minusgegner.
Ich hab echt das Gefühl, man kann über Terrain jumpen.
Ich habe eins aufgedeckt.
Ja. Skolar.
Also, wie war nochmal seine Bezeichnung von seinem Job?
Skolar.
Hieß das wirklich Scholar?
Ja, weil da steht Skolar Skills.
Ja, Scholar, Tatsache.
Hauptsache er ist nur AOE.
Reveal der HP.
And one weakness of a single foe. Deal fire damage to all foes twice.
Heißt das, du siehst dann literally, wie viel HP er noch übrig hat bis zum Ende des Fights, oder?
Kann sein. Kann sein, dass wie der AOE ist und das andere Single Target. I don't know.
Eliminated.
Secret-Passagen sollten das nicht haben.
Was denn?
Random Attack. Ja, warum hat jeder Max SP? Okay, Pounds the single targets with this multi-target. Wie komme ich da hin?
Warum greifst du mit etwas, das keine Schwäche ist, an?
Okay, was soll ich mit dem Kill machen? Außer Auto-Attack.
Leid.
So,
Vielleicht hat er Leitschwäche.
Elemente sind immer hin. Aber okay.
Nein, nein, ich wusste nicht, dass Elemente hinten sind. Das wusste ich nicht. Krasse.
Der andere Dude hatte Light und das wurde revealed. Ich glaube, nee, Mann, ich weiß gar nicht, welche Schwäche immer revealed. Ihr habt gesehen, dass Elemente immer hinten sind, vorne sind die Physical Dinger. Deswegen gehe ich davon aus, dass er Light nicht hat. Und ich dachte mir, warum soll ich jetzt das SP wasten, wenn ich eh einen Dude habe, der die ganze Schwäche revealed. So, ich denke, hallo? 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 Ah, na schade. Dude, ich wollte doch was schämen. restored. Deswegen kann ich actually mit ihm alles wegspammen.
Ein Papier im SP.
Ja. Okay, das war dumm. Sweep.
Wie schnell du irgendwie 4 Eingaben gemacht hast.
Ja, weil das immer das erste ist. Zum Glück.
Lightstone? Light Soulstone. Deals light damage to all foes.
Critical not. I not critically as well. Damit jetzt will ich den Reveal Skill haben.
Warte, seit wann ist da so ein riesiger fetter Gegner?
Seit gerade eben die ganze Zeit.
Das Story-related Boss oder wie?
Weiß nicht.
Du könntest Analyze auf ihn werfen.
Habe ich nicht geskillt, habe ich gesagt. Ich wünschte, ich hätte das. Boah, mein Cyrus ist halt noch zu low level.
Boost?
Für was ich Mobs bin.
Ne, ich meine Boost. Du bist bei 5 gleich.
Boost, was für Boost?
Boost.
Ach so. Ja.
Capture kannst du damit andere Viecher fangen.
Ja.
Das solltest du vielleicht anfangen zu checken.
Ja.
Was macht denn der Dealer? Klopft ein paar Gegner. bist bald Level 7. Mir fehlen noch 1000. Ne, 200 actually nur. Probably dieses Fate, oder?
Was? Wind?
Oder steht da 18.000 für Next Rank? Okay.
Ach Gott, ist das eine Qual, Mann.
Jo, ist es wirklich. Ich habe da literally am ganzen Game Motivation verloren, als ich da reingegangen bin. Ich habe noch den Fehler gemacht, in diesen fetten Inhalt reinzugehen, die Map. Und danach so gelangweilt.
Ein Damage, du was und du. Sagen von Leuten, ja, du sind doch nicht einmal alle Level 10. Du kannst nicht viel erwarten.
Muss halt viel mit diesen Dingern, das habe ich und Secker
Oh
damals
mein
auch
Gott, der
rausgefunden.
ist fucking.
Du musst halt viel in dein Inventar mitnehmen von diesen ganzen Boost-Items. Und du musst halt, ohne die Boost-Items bist du gefühlt Bullshit. Also du bist literally crap. Wenn du nicht anfängst, diese Items zu nutzen, die du überall kriegst.
Oh,
Musst
ich
halt,
will schwächen. Mist.
es gibt, glaube ich, Potency Increase, also nicht Potency Increase, aber so Sachen wie, du machst mehr Schaden und so.
Keine Ahnung. Kriegst ja nicht so. 3.
Okay. Ich habe irgendwie, ich bin fast am Cap, wie viel meine Truhe halten kann irgendwie.
Ja, ihr habt halt.
200, 300 Stück oder so. Dann nimmst du halt immer die.
Hat auch keine Skills, ihr kriegt nur irgendwelche fucking Pots, wo ich vielleicht heilen kann und das war's.
Du musst die ja da in diese Cache erstmal zugreifen und dann
Weiß, ich hab
dein
ja schon ein
Reset.
paar. Anscheinend Stufe 1, man, der haut mich fast schon um.
Hä? Warum? Kann ich das nur vorher nutzen?
Warum hast du nicht das Ad einfach erst eliminiert? Dann. Minus Ad. Lol, ist dein Dude abgehauen?
Ja, dann bleibt noch ein paar Runden. Ein Klerik muss 100 Pro drin bleiben.
So kritisch?
Ja, gegen solche Fights, klar. Ja, vielleicht kann man das mit Items. Was ist das? Keine Ahnung, was das war.
Das ist, glaube ich, Silence. Ich glaube, du bist gesilenced.
Oh ja.
Hast du nicht Items gegen Silence aufheben?
Gesehen, aber also.
Gib mal Item. Das 113. Gib mal Item. Ich will es nur wissen. Gab's doch sowas. Item. Und da. Herb of Glamour. Cures a single ally of silence.
Took long enough.
War aber ordentlich XP. Die Gegner in der Höhle haben immer noch mehr Skillpunkte gegeben als der fette Dude. For whatever reason.
Ach, das ist der Typ, der die Tom geklaut hat. Mein Lightning Damage to all foes wäre an sich not bad, aber hat noch Zeit, das zu holen.
Nice. Auch gesagt.
Da habe ich.
Jo, auf jeden Fall besser, ne?
Deswegen hier hat mir nichts gebracht und er hat.
Der Healer ist aber schon keiner broken, ne? Der Spieler zählt A wie 2 Spieler und B kann er healen.
Na, lange ist er nicht da, aber du kannst Weaknesses extra ausnutzen damit. Der Typ kann zum Beispiel Dagger Weakness. Er ist halt. Oh no, Girlfriend. Oder was? Oh nein. Student. Warte,
Ist das ein Professor?
anscheinend.
Okay, er ist auch ein Scholar, ne? Macht keiner Sinn.
Okay, ich weiß nicht, worum es da geht.
Ich glaube, du bist dann mit der... Nee, da ist actually ein grünes Teil. Guide with Ease. Ich glaube, der will irgendwo hingebracht werden.
Nee. Ich kann mehr Leute guiden, glaube ich, stand da oben. Mental Augmentation? Was soll denn das sein?
Nee, ich glaube, der will irgendwo hingebracht werden.
Nein.
Sure?
Guide with ease. Und oben stand the townspeople are more open to your guidance oder so.
Kannst du den guiden?
Nee,
Hidden Item. Own den mal, please.
wieso?
Weil der ein 4-Star ist.
Wieso soll ich den ownen?
Er hat ein Hidden Item, vielleicht ist das wert.
Er hat nicht das Hidden Item.
Ach, ein Hidden Item
Das
wurde
Hidden Item
aufgedeckt.
war doch das. Ist irgendwo
Ja,
gekillt wird.
da. Es ist, ich sehe es da.
Das ist das Hidden Item.
Dann hast du 8k Money.
Müsste fast schon ein neues Circuit holen.
Cool.
Oh, Elemental Attack. Keiner besser für den Scholar. Aber 5 mehr. Not bother right now. Bartering. Lol, Discount, wenn ich Items purchase. Kann man kriegen.
Ich glaube, da sollst du rein in das Gebäude.
Rouletten, ja, nein, vielleicht.
Bitte.
Rouletten, ja, nein.
So, ich werde auf jeden Fall mit Lumi machen. Und die wird es erst am Abend machen. Aber wenn du warten willst, kannst du gerne mit uns laufen. meine Dailies durchgeballert. Also mit Dailies meine ich halt
The long
die
range.
wilden Stämme.
Oh my god.
Erinnere mich nicht daran.
Ich habe die Pixies jetzt auf 9 gebracht. Ich meine 8. In Shadowbringers gehen die nur bis 8.
Oh mein Gott. New weapons for sale.
Du hast aber nicht nachgeschaut, welche Weapons.
Hätte eh keiner geholt.
Wahrscheinlich nur for sale in dieser Stadt. Vielleicht.
Oh, Eis.
Sicher, dass das nicht Water ist? Nevermind.
Wie man es nimmt, könnte es dasselbe sein. Das ist das Licht. Wieso hat er zwei Dings verpackt?
Das kann ich mir nicht beantworten, mein Freund. Weiß nicht, ist es nicht keiner dumm, den Arrow Skill, der auf mehrere Gegner geht, zu casten, wenn nur einer von 4 actually vulnerable ist dagegen? Fragezeichen.
Ja,
Ist das nicht dumm, den random Gegner Arrow Skill zu nutzen, wenn nur 1 von 4 vulnerable sind?
vielleicht.
Ich wollte dir das nur zum Denken geben.
Okay. Sobald du spielst, kannst du spielen, wie du willst.
Nee, ich
Falls du
wollte
spielst.
dir nur Denkanstöße geben, sollte jetzt auch nicht Kritik sein.
Ich muss gerade nicht mitwachsen. Nein, du Pounds. Mental Augmentation. Was? Hä? Er hat Buffs?
Wer?
Mental Augmentation hat mir Buffs gegeben. Weiß zwar nicht, was das ist, aber kann ich das entweder nachschauen? Mehr Defense, mehr Attack? Nee. More Healing? Nee. Ich weiß nicht, was das gebracht hat.
Ich hätte gesagt, Defense Magic Up und Offense Magic Up. Von den
Mental
Icons.
Augmentation.
Was?
Mental Augmentation. Und jeder kriegt das für 2 Runden extra wegen Passive.
Also entweder ist es Schaden mit einem Rod runter, den du kassierst, und Schaden mit einem Rod, den du machst, hoch. Aber ich weiß nicht, ob Spells mit einbegriffen sind.
Ich wünschte, ich könnte das einfach nachschauen.
Okay. Octopath. Traveler. Buffs. Status Effects. Du hattest gerade. Du hattest gerade Increased Elemental Attack. Target deals 1,5-fachen Elemental Damage. Und du hattest Increased Elemental Defense. Target receives 0,67 Elemental Damage.
Because in the grand scheme of this problem, they are this much of the problem.
Wenn er das
If
triggert,
Twitch banned every single one tomorrow, there would still be gambling streams. I care about solving the problem. I don't care about punishing people. I don't care about any of that bullshit. I don't want this to happen anymore. That's what I care about. I don't care about getting involved and, oh, we're gonna punish this guy and we're gonna make him banned. No, it's just not. That's not the case. It's a waste of time. And so no big streamer would touch it if they get banned? Exactly, yeah, nobody would do it. Exactly. And so anyway, it's a policy change rather than people. Yes, change the policy and that's it. Why is this a problem only recently? The reason why it's a problem recently is because there's a lot more people that have been doing it. There are a lot of things that have been a problem for years, but once they get attention on them, more people start talking about it, and it becomes more evident that it's worse than people initially thought. Okay, so that's basically how I feel about it. That's your opinion, though? Freedom of choice intensified? It's not my opinion. The thing is that
Immer macht Gildengehalt.
it is the law. And the law is what it is, even if you disagree with it. And this is always going to be my argument for this. My argument is not that I think that this is bad and I don't want to allow people to do this or whatever.
Das Level ist in deinem Blackmail. Lohnt sich das? Wenn er richtig. Ja, okay, das könnte sich actually noch lohnen. Könnte sich actually wirklich noch lohnen. Ja.
Recently, there was a streamer that got blocked on a certain platform or on a certain country, and this will only become more and more common. This will become more and more common. Laws based on opinions. That's right, and those opinions are so absolute that people.
Aber wurde der Buff jetzt den Gegnern gegeben?
Understand that, right? Like obviously everything morality's made up. There's no good and evil, and everything's fake.
Was heißt die 2? Heißt das, dass das doppelt so effektiv ist?
Nein, das ist 2.
Yes, I understand that. Like I'm just as nihilistic
Das
as
ist
you
actually
are,
keiner
but I
Land,
am
dass die
also
auslaufen.
pragmatic. I am also pragmatic, and this is not going to last. This cannot last, and it doesn't matter what your ideology is. You would have to be a moron to think that this is going to be okay.
David?
Ja.
Der
So
sollte,
that's the way I look at it. I think
der
if any
Buff
kind
dann
of experiment gets to that,
einfach
1,200 people, I get
einmal
that.
anmachen und
This
dann
time
für
you're actually
immer
getting
Geld
nail on the
für
head.
Ende
Well,
des
I've had a
Games.
lot of time to talk about
Oh
it.
wait,
Nee.
die Gegner können das selber
I've
machen.
talked about it
Oh
a little
wait.
bit, exactly.
Und das
It's
wäre
personal
keiner
opinion
stupid.
as you're taking it upon
Aber
yourself to
bis
see
zum
the
Ende
law
des
enforced.
Fights
Why do you
zumindest.
personally care about it? You wouldn't talk about it if you didn't care. Okay. I get that, like, obviously a lot of people are probably coming in and they might not have heard of what I said at the beginning. And so I will re-explain. Yes, idiots in chat. There are a lot of people who are not I think that they don't think outside of like their own little bubble, and they can't see where like an action will like have a lasting effect. There's like a ripple effect of these actions. So the action in itself,
Speichern.
like in a way, I don't really like gambling. I don't like gambling, but at the same time, this is not my choice to make. I choose not to gamble. I don't gamble. I don't gamble with real money. Like I gamble with my time in video games. You know, things like
Sind
that.
deine
sure.
SP, die
But
du
whenever it comes
verdienst,
to, like,
klassenübergreifend?
casinos and, like, you know, real actual gambling, I don't really spend
jeder
my
seine
own money
eigenen?
doing that.
Ah,
I
okay.
never have gambled. I've never bought a lottery ticket in my life.
Hallo,
I've never,
Hasi.
as far as I know, played like a slot machine in my life that I can remember. It's something that I have literally no interest in, and I don't like on a personal level, but that's not really here or there. It doesn't
Will
really
ich
matter that
das?
much. So anyway, I do want to explain why I think this is a
Besser als gar
problem
nichts.
for the entire website, okay? Actually, let me go ahead and
Hast
look
du's
at a few more
gelesen?
comments about this,
Mhm.
and then after that,
Was
we will
macht
go
das?
ahead and we'll talk about the reason why I think
Weniger
it's bad.
Encounter.
Because I know some people might be confused about this,
Verstehst du, was
and
das
I think
bedeutet?
it's important for me
Mhm.
to kind of explain why.
Okay,
Anyway,
dann hast
so
dann
let's
weißt
go
du,
ahead.
ich soll
So
nicht so
Clint
oft
thinks that
wählen,
it's
okay.
this is the thing. Deflecting onto Twitch, etc. Again, like if they ban the streamers or people get mad at the streamers, it doesn't really matter. More ones will pop up over and over and over. You have to change the system because the system will just create more of the same thing. Let's see here. Where's the rest of these? Let's see if I can find the rest of this here. Give me 1 second. Where the hell is it? Fuck. I guess I should just go to... I'm trying to find like all the posts that I saw the other day, but it's kind of hard for me to do that. Give me 1 second. Real problem is defining gambling because in the EU that definition changes depending on the country. And I agree with you, and that's why I made this chart yesterday on like my second stream to say like what is gambling, right? And so like obviously, whenever you get into things like blackjack, whenever you get into
Du musst das
something
so
like
stehen,
you know,
Stan
investing
sehen.
in cryptocurrency,
Wenn du weniger
things
Encounter
like
hast,
that,
musst du
all
weniger
of those
flüchten.
things are kind of gambling. Like these
Smart,
are kind
oder?
of gambling where there's an element of a gamble into it, but I think that really what I'm primarily talking about here is slots. Like
No?
slots is 100% gambling. And I guess now before I read any
Yeah.
further into this, I do want to explain
Macht Sinn, oder?
what I think gambling is. This is how I define gambling. And so there are 4 different points here that I think gambling needs to fall under in order for it to be true, like 100% gambling. And the more of these that it falls under, the worse gambling is. If you are unable to control the outcome of what happens. So whenever you play the game, there is nothing that you do, there is nothing that you can say or understand or know about the game that will change the outcome of it. If you are unable for information or knowledge to influence the outcome of what to bet on. So it's like, oh, I'm going to bet on red. Why are you betting on red? Because it's red. Like, there's no real reason or logic behind any of these things. So that's another thing. No element of skill or player awareness. So obviously a game like poker has a degree of skill to it. Now there is luck involved with poker as well, but if you're playing against a professional poker player out of 100 games, you're gonna lose most of them. And then the next thing is the currency reward. What you get out of it. Are you getting something that is an actual type of currency that can be used for real money or is real money? Or are you getting some sort of item or something that has some degree of intrinsic value? So basically, how the fuck is blackjack not hard gambling? If it was hard gambling, then you
Oh,
wouldn't
Ranger
have
Level
people get
5.
cut
Da,
off
da,
at
da.
casinos
Please,
and
please,
get
please, please, ich brauche
removed from
Entertainment.
playing it at casinos.
Was für Entertainment?
So it's clearly hard.
Der wird
It's
schon nicht
clearly
sterben.
not hard gambling because you have
Das sind
people
nur
that
Level
get removed
45 Gegner.
because they can count cards. Like so that's what I'm saying. So is counting
Nimm die
cards,
Kiste und renn raus.
is that exceptionally rare? And that's right, and that's what I'm saying, right? So obviously there is a degree of luck to it, but there is also a
Hä?
degree of information.
Konntest du die Kiste nicht nehmen?
Chat today, Protagon. I think people are going out of their way.
Darf
I
ich
don't
gehen?
know why people are
Me.
spending so much time and trying so
Oh.
desperately to defend something
Okay, nee,
that
geh
is
raus, bevor
clearly
du stirbst.
predatory.
Wollte ich
Something
jetzt
that is clearly
nicht.
clearly dangerous. And you can't count cards online. They cut the
Irgendwie
deck
will
that
ich gerade
way.
nichts attacken,
I
ne?
don't know how it works. I don't know what all the rules are to blackjack. I don't understand it. And obviously, I'm sure there's nuance
bist
to
so
it as
tot.
well. Basically, whenever the player is
Du
set
bist
up to
einfach nur
lose,
tot.
what's this here? Let me go ahead and double check and read this. Set to lose. So, I've always seen it like this. Yeah. So
Winston, du
basically
musst fliehen.
slots, every single one of these bullet points, slots falls under.
Du musst
You
fliehen.
have no control over the outcome. There is no information that you take into the game that will change the outcome. There is no skill or
Okay, du
player
hast grad
awareness
Glück
that
gehabt.
changes it, and the currency reward is
Normalerweise in
literally
solchen
money.
Spielen ist es, je härter die Gegner
Now,
sind,
loot
desto
boxes
härter ist es zu
are
fliehen.
pretty much the same first 3 here, but you do not actually receive
Warum ist hier
money.
eine
Now,
random
sometimes you
Höhle,
can
die
sell
man
them like
von
CSGO
hinten
skins or
betritt?
something like that, But as a general rule, you don't really get anything out of it besides just other items, like a skin in a game or whatever, like an Overwatch. So it's not as bad as slots, but it is still bad. Pokemon cards are, I think, slightly better than loot boxes. But Pokemon cards are definitely, in my opinion, primarily gambling. Absolutely, they are primarily gambling. And of course, like, the reason why Pokemon boxes, I think, are more gambling than slots is because you always win something out of them. You get cards, you have a tangible object. It's just sometimes not the one that you wanted. So it's not the exact same thing as slots, but it's quite close. It's kind of the same thing. And anyway, should I stop playing retail or switch to classic? Probably just play retail.
Die Stadt.
9.1's going to come out in a few days, so I think it'll be good. Blackjack is the same thing. And I think that, like, poker here is definitely more skill than luck. There is I think that there's probably a more than 50%
Also gesehen, wie oft du
poker is
gemisst hast.
skill, and the other 50% is probably luck. Or sorry, less than 50% is probably luck. 100% right. Most rash person on Twitch. I'm trying to explain this in a good way. So anyway, this is pretty much what I see gambling as. This is why I think that this is how I define gambling and where I think gambling is good or where I think gambling is bad. So I spent a lot of time in Las Vegas casinos. I agree 100%. Yeah, I think so. 9.1 being good is the biggest gamble you've talked about today. Unfortunately, I think that it's sometimes a little bit more of a cope. But listen, I'm excited to play 9.1. I really am. But yes, of course, there are some negatives involved with it. Do you think channel point gambling can be addicting for kids? I mean, sure. But I don't think channel point gambling is as harmful as watching slots. So the thing is that there is not necessarily everybody here has a different line. Like, this is where some people's line is. This is where some people's line is.
Hast du schon gesehen, wie viel Geld du hast und wie viel der
This is where
kostet?
some people's line is. And the point that I'm making is that I think that
Ja,
everybody
keine
can
Ahnung.
agree
Du musst halt, das sind ja
that
Entscheidungen, die musst du treffen, wie du dein Geld ausgeben willst.
and playing slots
Ich wollte dich nur darauf
besides
aufmerksam
some
machen.
of the cryptos are probably different levels of gambling, right? Or playing poker and playing slots. I think, like, there is a different level of outcome expectation around playing poker versus playing slots. I think this is something everybody can agree on. Yes, okay, everybody pretty much agrees on this. So I'm not necessarily saying that they need to ban poker, even though poker does have an element of luck to it and an element of gamble to it. What I am saying is that they should ban something like slots. That's what I'm saying. That's the difference. Skill is high probability of a successful investment. Yeah, of course, right? Blackjack and poker are fine. And so where do you draw the line? I think that right now, most people could agree that slots is bad on the website, right? I mean, that's probably a bad thing. Yeah, so, like, after that, then go from there. But I think
Funny.
pick up the easy, low-hanging fruit. Like, let's get the easy one out of the way. And this is the way I see it, at least. One slot streamer says they live in Malta, yet they turned up on Mitch Spirit 5 video. Do you think that fool the feds? Here's one thing that a lot of people might believe, is that they might actually think that there's going to be some sort of, like, legal ramifications for this kind of stuff. Maybe that will happen, but I find it unlikely. I definitely find it unlikely. So let's go ahead. We're going to look at a few more of these, and then we're going to move on.
Tessa can purchase items from townspeople.
Pause this real quick.
Because it's not just, I know a lot of you guys
Okay.
know, like, Rubrit. What is it?
She
Is that
can
it?
collect money left
Rubit?
behind by
I don't
foreign
really know the names.
adventurers, merchants, and
Stake.
Sinner.
Everyone knows Stake. Stake's the most popular one, and that's because Train does it and Ecstasy does it, right?
Yeah.
Kann es
they
sein,
start to
dass du,
reach
wenn
out
du
to
einen
you.
NPC killst,
Like,
mit
oh,
dem
okay,
Archer
I'm
sie
down
ihn
to
dann
do
looten
this.
kann?
And
By
this
the
is
way,
when
da
I
ist eine
was having, like,
Kiste.
20,000
Geh mal zurück.
viewers, right? Wasn't,
Geh mal nach oben.
grown.
Jetzt hat? Siehst du
These
die?
companies will come
Jetzt
to me,
rechts? Nach vorne? Nach
like,
oben?
hey,
Rechts?
we want
Nein,
you
nicht ins Haus
to
rein.
stream
Raus und
on
rechts.
our website,
Genau da.
gamble,
Aber da ist ein... Du musst... So.
and we're going to
Genau.
pay you
Ja.
$35,000 an hour.
That's a lot of money.
And
That
it's
is
very weird.
That's a lot of money.
Like, I wasn't getting ever. That was double
Yeah.
any sponsorship I ever got in my entire life. But listen, it's what they wanted. So they are offering me a
So, if they're paying $35,000 a month, I would assume that they're probably making a lot of that money back. Because if they weren't, then they would not continuously do it. 35K is low. Or sorry, 35K an hour. Yes, $35,000 an hour. And this is a pretty normal thing for a lot of these platforms. Why do you think so many people are taking these deals? Yeah, why do you think they're doing it? It's because they're being paid ridiculous amounts of money. And this is the
solltest du
truth. I think
schaffen.
there's another guy that was saying this. Let me see if I can find it real quick here. Where the hell is it? And yeah,
Hast du Angst
listen to
vor der?
this. And this is the way a lot of people see it.
Your peers, right? You look at your friends, and I
Aber
realize
Teresa könnte
like
die dann vielleicht
they
looten.
do this for 1 month,
Spielen wir mit jemand anderem
and they would
rein.
make more than me streaming for years and years and years,
Yeah.
several years.
Mhm.
And I'm sitting here like a fucking idiot, like saying, but I have morals, dude. Fuck morals. I'd have to stream Dota solo queue for fucking
Oof.
5 years straight, dude, or some shit, like a couple years straight.
Yep.
Like even to be close. Like imagine how tempting it is just saying, oh, I'll do it for a fucking month. I don't care about people getting addicted to gambling. I don't care that kids are getting addicted. It's
Yep.
so hard, dude. I'm telling you guys. That's why all these fucking streamers crack. Even XQC that was opposed to gambling, he does it because it's a ridiculous amount of money. Ridiculous. It's borderline
It's
illegal,
insane.
so you have to
You
move
do.
around to do it, right? And it's ridiculous. Hey, I might crack one day. I'm telling you guys. I'm being real with you guys. I might crack one day and do it myself. I'm just trying to offer you guys how hard it is being like on the same level as people.
Yeah, of course. Absolutely. And it's like, why would somebody not do that? Now,
Mhm.
obviously, you're going to tell yourself, well, it's because it's bad for the kids or something like that. And I think that's all very nice and cute and cool, and it makes you feel good. But at the end of
Okay.
the day, you have, there are people that have families and they have futures that they want to
Spam.
secure for themselves, and
Yeah.
those people
Pussy.
do that because they will, because they'll make money off of it, and because they can secure a future for their family. And Sappy, thank you very much for the 5 different subs. I appreciate that, man. Thank you.
Sorry.
Retard chatters acting like they wouldn't take a massive paycheck. I make 50K a year. If I had the opportunity to make 35K an hour, even just doing it for a week would be life-changing. Absolutely. And that's what I think the truth is. I think that a lot of people
Dachte
look
ich
at it
wäre
like that.
lustig.
The reality is that streaming is very, what's the word for it? Fleeting. Streaming, somebody can be very, very popular, they can be doing great, and then out of nowhere, they can just get banned. I think something like that happened about a year ago yesterday or so. And so this can happen whenever you want. That money isn't life-changing for those people. It always is more life-changing. The difference between having $2 million and $7 million is massive. That's the difference between having to worry about spending money and not having to worry about spending money.
Wie viel
I
Star
don't
hat
think
der?
you realize the snowball effect
Drei,
of
glaub ich.
investments and how much money $2
Also
million
machbar.
makes versus $7 million. You don't understand how much more that is. That's like the difference between you feeling secure and your entire family and your family's friends and your children and their children feeling secure. So to say that this is something that you might turn down, Sappy, thanks again for the 5 subs. I appreciate that. Thank you again. It's generational wealth. You can set your family up for generations by doing something like this. And I understand that some people might tell themselves, oh, I wouldn't do that. But it's easy to say that whenever you don't have the opportunity. That's the truth. Look, I'll look at it here. Well, let me go ahead and see if I can find it here. Where the hell is
Das
it?
gut?
I think it should be right down over here. Yeah, and this is just the truth, even if people might not like it. Oh, no, not that one yet.
Does he not fucking get that people's careers on Twitch last literally like years and then it goes away?
Yeah.
Like a few fucking years.
Yeah.
Nutzt
And,
Bow
like
und
G Fuel's like a
Longbow.
sick product, and like the baby throwing's obviously a joke, but I don't know. I don't think fucking super sponsors.
Bow, Longbow,
Nein, die
Speer.
nutzt Bow und Foliarm.
Get to this.
Ja.
So So
class.
I thought this was funny,
Ja, und
right?
Speer und
But like,
Longbow.
yeah, obviously people are gonna take
Also ich finde,
people are
das ist
gonna
beide
take the money.
dasselbe.
Like most people are gonna take the money 100%.
Never know, von
If
wem
I
das
had
es
to guess,
ausgeht.
I would say high 90% of people would take the money. And actually, let me ask you a question. So let's say you have $1 million and you have an offer to do a gambling stream for $5 million or to do gambling content for $5 million more dollars. Would you do it if you already had $1 million? Yes, everybody is saying yes. Okay, so now you can understand why it is a problem to not hold individuals accountable. So this is why I don't care about holding individuals accountable, because I think most people would do what they would do if they were in that situation. The problem is fixing the system. Fixing the system solves the problem, not talking shit about some random fucking streamer on Reddit comments, because it doesn't make a fucking difference.
Warum ist die Map bei dir verschwunden, Stan?
Weiß nicht.
Du hattest immer eine
I wonder
Minimap.
if it's possible. I feel like if you burn XQC1,
Yeah.
you're like permanently on its bad side. But the risk of that, I thought it was really funny that XQC was
Ich glaube,
like,
das ist irgendein
you
Keybinding,
guys
was
are
du
so mature, you
geklickt
don't know
hast.
what's going on. It's like, I think everybody kind of knows this. I think it's pretty obvious to see.
Da!
It's really
It's
funny
back.
when he's like, you guys are reading too much into the messages. Like, nah, I think people can see like pretty much exactly like what's going on with the messages.
Was hast du geklickt?
I think anybody's like falsely reading into anything.
Meine halbe Tastatur.
It's possible, like for me, as
Aber
I
so
said,
weißt du jetzt
I
nicht,
wanna
welche
make
Taste
this
es
very
war.
clear. I've said this multiple times. I do not
Das war nicht
hold
sehr
it against
intelligent.
any streamer for doing this. I genuinely do not. I genuinely do not. I'm completely fine with that or whatever.
Und was
I'm
war's?
totally okay
Eine
with like
Taste
them
auf der
doing it.
Tastatur.
And I know that you do.
Welche?
I know you guys feel like it's against. But I will not be a
Wozu brauchst du
conduit
das?
for that negativity. I think that it is
Interesse?
not only. Here's what's going to happen, okay?
Okay, das macht keinen Sinn.
These people are going to end up, that are getting harassed constantly, are going to end up at some point looking like victims because somebody is going to take it too far. They're going to turn one of these streamers that's a gambling streamer into a victim, which is going to change public sentiment and prevent gambling from actually receiving the regulation that it deserves, because it's going to turn into an emotional event. Think,
Kannst du irgendwas davon tamen?
think, please think.
People say, yeah, but dude, yeah, but you promoted it. Okay, listen, you fuck. Okay? The site that we played on, okay? The site that we played on, crypto shit. You literally have to have a crypto wallet bullshit that's actually hard to create. Load the juice in it somehow. Dump it on the other thing.
Rank
Then
2.
use it there. Some of the things that these guys
Rank
promoted,
2.
okay, had PayPal links and credit card links that anybody just plug their shit in. Literal links to PayPal directly. Holy shit.
Kannst du den anderen auch tamen?
You want to talk about
Also
accessibility?
durchdefenden.
Oh my god. This is criminal. Okay. Okay. Go read the book. Go read the book.
The problem with this is that there's part of what he's saying is right. Like part of what he's saying is definitely right. It is much more difficult to gamble on a crypto website than it would be on just a website that you put your PayPal into. But this is what I believe the user behavior for a lot of the gambling streams. This is what I believe the outcome is. I believe that the user behavior is that if the person cannot gamble on that website, they will simply go to another website to do the same thing with real money. So if they see an advertisement for a crypto gambling website and they can't gamble on the crypto gambling website, they still want to gamble. They're just going to do it on another website. It's like the same impulse is being created. It's just that the outlet is not necessarily as easy to do. So overall, and this is what I'm saying, is that like for him, I think that like yes, there's an element of it that's right, and you can easily tell yourself if you're doing one of these streams.
Eigentlich musst du
that
den
it is
Schaden
much more
zufügen,
difficult
damit
to
die
gamble on
Chance
that
to
website,
capture
and because
größer
of
wird.
that, you don't really feel like it's as bad as other people think that it is, and there is an element of truth to that. And this is why I think that it's such a huge problem for the community to try to self-police itself. is because everybody's
Werden die
going to have a
verbraucht, die
different line.
Biester?
Ja,
Everybody's going to think it's here. They're going to think it's here. They'll think it's there. They'll think it's here. They'll think it's here. Doesn't matter.
Aber
That's
hast du
what's going to
Biester, die
happen.
nicht
That's why
verbraucht
it
werden?
has to be Twitch.
nur
It
das
has
OBs,
to be
was ich
Twitch,
von
man.
Anfang an
It's so
hatte.
predatory for their viewers to a point. They should feel some responsibility. It's not about that. Like I get that like you think streamers
Findest du
should
das
feel
doof?
responsibility and they should care about their audience. That's very nice and cute, and you know I'm sure that you know you had that read to you as a bedtime story whenever you went to bed by your mommy, but that's just not reality. That's just not what people do, and it's just true.
Richtig, no person.
It's just the truth. It's just not what people do. The more money it is, the less people care.
Warum, was hast du
And
grad
that's
Money
the truth.
gekriegt?
That's the straight up motherfucking truth. Let me see if there's any more of these. I don't know if there's any more of these that I really need to look at. I think that we can move on to talking about something else. Let me see. Let's see what Hassan says.
All this stuff is
Ja, die kann klauen,
all it takes is
sozusagen.
literally
Also
for
normalerweise
journalists
kriegst
to be
du
like, yep,
70 Money für so einen fetten
Yep.
Fight.
and I talked about how,
Und die hat
like,
hier 60
not only
geklaut.
is it straight up, like, there's no shot that this is legal.
Dann hast du gerade durch das Klauen dein
Themselves
Money
might
durch
not
diesen Kampf
necessarily get in
verdoppelt.
trouble, but platforms could,
Yes, exactly.
Ja, wenn ich halt
companies
Money brauche,
probably
aber
will.
sonst.
but even the streamers could open themselves up to legal liability.
Yeah.
And that it would make the platform, it would put the platform in harm's way across the board. What do you mean? I know you're also booking a one-way ticket to Quebec, Canada. Yeah, to do my gambling
Merchant is
streams,
kinda
which I've
lame.
been doing for the past couple months, right?
I'm always glad to see Hassan get stupid assholes in his chat that he has to fucking respond to sarcastically because it reminds me that I'm not the only one. So anyway, yeah, that's exactly how I feel about it too. Like I don't think I really could have said that anymore, but any better. But like, yeah, that's exactly the same way that I feel about it. Telling someone not to kill anyone, it's cute, but some people do. Exactly. Yeah, of
Sein.
course. What do you think about sports betting? Where does it come on your hard and soft gambling ladder? I don't know. It's not an issue on Twitch right now, and that's what I care about. That's the truth. I don't really know a lot about sports betting. I don't know anything really about sports betting. So I'm not going to start talking about something that I just generally, I have no idea about. Yeah, I genuinely just don't know about. How are streamers not held accountable? Well, they have to be held accountable by the platform. The platform changes have to happen. That's what I'm trying to say. Let me see if I can go to the rest of these. I think that might be everything. Okay, we'll look at a few more of these and then we're gonna move on, okay? Is there Pokemon gambling? What would happen to streamers like Island Grunt? I don't know, but I think that the idea that because certain streamers are doing this as their primary content,
Weiß nicht, woher
it's
das
like
kommt.
some
Aber es
people's
ist einfach
job
das
is
Basics,
selling heroin.
Das ist so grob.
Like, does that mean that we
This is
shouldn't
Christ,
fucking
though.
make it illegal to sell heroin because it's somebody's job? It doesn't make any sense.
Gambling.
Bloß eine goldene Kiste.
You know, gambling. I felt shitty. I saw. I'm not gonna say what names. I saw some of my mods gambling off stream. I'm like, man, I started that. They are gambling because of it. And I just felt like crap.
Real answer.
And is it really worth the money when I already make so much?
True and real.
The
Kannst du
answer
über
is no.
Wände vielleicht jumpen irgendwie?
And also, it's what these sponsors wanted on top of it. They were willing to pay me $35,000 an hour. But what they wanted was, I couldn't even utter the words that they wanted me to do on stream. I couldn't say it. I couldn't go to you guys and go, hey, by the way, guys, we are on
Die timen.
gambleforyou.com. Go ahead and check them out right now in the link description below. We're gonna do it right now. !gamble in the chat. If you wanna get
Wahrscheinlich zu
involved,
wenig
I
Schaden
couldn't do
genommen.
it.
It's a bit much. It's a little bit much, dude. It's a little bit
Hast du
fucking
jemals
much.
das Analyze schon mal
that's
auf
how
den
I
Gegner
see it. Twitch is
gecastet?
offering service for streaming. They're not responsible for anything. Streamers responsible, yes. Twitch can lose money, but that's about it. Unlike YouTube. Well, that's not true. So that one is gonna go into the garbage. Yep, that's not true, and so that's all there is to it. Well, let's see if there's any more of these. I think that's pretty much about it. Nick's take on gambling stream, yeah, whatever. Okay, we already saw that. I think this is about, yeah, this is pretty much all of the information about this. Exactly, that's about it. And so what anybody do is add revenue. No, the thing is, like, you just can't, like, you can't keep explaining it and figuring it out for people, right? They streamed themselves blatantly breaking Texas law for weeks. Doc goes in a bathroom and once is instantly banned. I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, here's the thing. I don't know what the Texas law is. I understand that this is, like, you think that's the case. I don't know what the law is. I don't know what the precedent is. I have no idea. We'll get the Fed thing. I'll look at the Fed thing in a minute. But, like, I have no fucking idea. So, I'm not going to get into that. I have no idea. It doesn't matter to me. Like, again, I don't care about the people. I care about the system. Because the system affects everybody, and the people don't. So, that's how I feel about it. That's what I think about it. So, anyway, I'm going to go ahead. Don't you think that Twitch lawyers thought about what they thought about that whenever they created the slots category?
Man die zufällig
Do you
weg.
think that Twitch lawyers thought about that whenever they created the slots category? Yes and no. I think that whenever Twitch might have created that category, there could have actually been legitimately different laws in Europe because that probably happened 10 years ago. Or there could also just be an oversight. Like, these laws change all the time. Like, most of these, like, internet gambling laws have happened inside of the lifespan of Twitch. So, 100% it's been discussed. It's Twitch's job, not yours. Well, it's my job to bring awareness to it because I think that it's a problem. So I'll read some of the comments here and then we'll talk about the Fed stuff. And I want to do a, I think that, you know what I want to do today? I want to do a ZG. I want to do a ZG and get the mount. I'm going to do that today. I'm ready. We're going to hopefully get them out. We're going to gamble our time, though. It's going to be a little bit different. Yeah, we're going to do a fucking ZG. I'm ready to go for it. I'm excited. It's going to be fun.
Oreo.
Anyway, let me go ahead and look at a few more of these. I'll listen to what some people's feedback is, and then we'll look at some other stuff, okay? Blind leading the blind sums of Twitch in their community. Have you seen the new Blizzard survey for Classic? No. If you remind me in a few minutes, I will look at that, okay? But let me finish this first. And let's go ahead. I'll read some comments and some discourse about this, and we're going to go from there. Twitch is aware of it because, for instance, you cannot gamble channel points in some EU countries. I actually think that, remember what I said about the hot tub thing? Is that we are one BBC article away from this becoming a big problem for Twitch with the hot tub meta, with like farting into the mics and stuff, and like the ASMR. I think this is the exact same thing. I think that we are one big article, we are one big expose away from there being a massive adpocalypse, from Twitch getting in huge legal trouble from these different countries, and also from different streamers that you like getting banned. I think that could happen. That's what I'm worried about, man. That's what I am very, very worried about. To pay streamers $35K an hour, imagine how much they pay Twitch to look the other way. They're not paying Twitch anything. They don't need to. Twitch makes money off of it passively by allowing it on their platform because they sell ads against it. Sorry, I was driving to work, and text, you said more money the less you care, so what you're saying is you don't really care. I don't know what that means. People don't understand how hard the European countries will fuck Twitch if they don't clamp down on this. I don't think they understand it. Yeah, I completely agree with you. What does Greek mean by OTK taking deals? Greek was just, I think Greek, here's the reason why Greek made that comment. Greek made the comment, Greeks are very good friends with, you know, like a lot of the people that do the gambling stuff. And so he felt like it was an attack on his friends, and he tried to turn it around on me. Now, obviously, I think Greek knows what I'm talking about, and he can, like, it was, I think it was dumb for him to say that. I do, it was dumb, it's not productive, but it doesn't really matter. Like, it's not that big of a deal. And I think that, again, I don't really care about the people, I care about the system. That's all there is to it. I think they're just way too scared to ban it, especially without any legal action taken yet. Maybe they're just waiting for the smoke to show up and then crack down on the gambling stuff. I think that I don't think that's the case. Yeah, I don't think that's the case. I don't get why it's on the streamer. If they get money from gambling companies, if their content that's made for adults, it's legal. I don't think it should cater to children. However, I agree with your take on all the EU laws and stuff. Okay, then that's fine. Yeah, that's where I'm at then. Trying to expand videos over and over, expecting a different result. This is definition of expanded. Yeah. Slots meta is a thing in Germany for years. Nothing changed. Germany now even allows online gambling. That's nice. But Germany is not a international website that has to conform to the laws of all of the different websites, all of the different countries that the website is broadcast in. So it doesn't really matter. Yeah, it just doesn't. That's nice that some countries allow it, but that doesn't really make a difference. Let's see here. Gambling, who cares as long as you're not doing it in front of kids? Well, how many people do you think that, let me ask you a very simple question. Do you think that the level of restriction that streamers create for gambling on their streams prevents kids from seeing the content? No. So you don't think that because they put 18 plus on their Twitter, or sorry, on their stream title, you don't think that prevents them from doing it? No. Okay. Wow, that's crazy. A lot of people shit on XP is great. Chat was so chill back in the days. The reason is because people have rationalized the idea of vigilante justice and mob justice instead of actually letting the system work the way that it should. It's disappointing, but it's happened in all elements of our life. And that's why. Hermit Germany has no fucking clue. You can't stream it. You can't promote it. You can't promote that shit. People literally got fined for having screenshots on Twitter. Kids will always get into whatever they want. It's like saying that we should stop 18 plus anything just because there's a chance. No, I don't really think so, because I think that there's clearly a reasonable amount of due diligence that you can use to prevent things from happening. Like, I'm not saying that you have to do everything in the entire world or you have to ban it completely, but there is a reasonable amount of due diligence that could be required to prevent certain people from doing things like that. Wouldn't it say it's the responsibility of the parents to make sure the kids don't watch? Absolutely. And again, I don't really care about the kids. Fuck them. Who gives a shit? It doesn't matter to me. If the kids want to get addicted to gambling, it doesn't make a difference. Like, I'm not, listen, I know that this is a, you know, like, I've made this very clear. I am not a moral person. Like, I'm not a moral person. Like, I don't really give a shit about a lot of this stuff. I just don't do it. I don't think it's a good idea. Like, that's really the truth. I'm just not.
Kann man probably
like,
nicht capturen, weil das
I know
Piraten
that,
sind,
you know,
ne?
I occasionally, you know,
Keine
might give
Biester.
off the illusion that I am not. No, I just think that it's, this is a bad idea in general. And that's what it comes down to. Is that charity stream? Yeah, sure, okay. This is gonna be a thing. Let's see here. Did charity for kids? Yeah, I mean, listen, I do good things sometimes. I do good things. Absolutely, I do good things. But that doesn't mean that I always do. That's the difference. Yeah, I don't always do good things. I just do sometimes. Let's see here. Charity streams. Let's see here. In France, it's illegal. System's working the way it should. This is, is the vigilante, wealthy's vigilante justice. Okay, well, I don't really want to get into that right now. Let's see here. Twitch promotes beer companies in their official ads with Twitch ambassadors. Does this mean Twitch is trying to get kids to drink beer? I don't really know about that. I think that, yeah, promoting alcohol is something that I do think is definitely, it's definitely an issue. I don't know, like, where you draw the line for that either. The truth is, though, is, like, to me, I think that people, I don't know what your point is. So is your point that they don't, like, you think that slots should be okay? Like, what is your point to this? Because, like, I'm focusing on the one thing that's happening right now, and it's very obvious and it's bad. Like, obviously, there are other bad things that happen. And if that's your cause and that's something that you care about, you should focus on that. But I'm not going to sit here and try to stop every single little bad thing from happening. This is something that's clearly a conversational point, and that's what I'm talking about it for. They think everything should be allowed, but if that happens, the site will die. Gambling is fine. Too much gambling is a problem.
Habe ich auch so
Yes,
verstanden.
well, gambling elicits more gambling. Do you think that Twitch should curate advertising to allow streamers to loosely choose what ads they show? That's going to happen on their own, on its own, and it's not going to be the streamer's choice. It'll be the Twitch's choice. Do you think stress of gambling and losing money promotes hair loss? I think so, absolutely. What about reducing bad things happening? Sure, but like I'm focusing on one thing because I think that's what I'm thinking about, right? You can think about other stuff if you want, but that's what I'm thinking about. CCP games running even line closed down in-game gambling a few years ago because they were afraid of the legal actions. It also had a huge in-game impact. The guy who ran most of the gambling has influenced the whole sandbox, been viewed as not okay because income was unattackable, couldn't be challenged by this. Let me see here. Obviously cares about side kids, not Lotemi watching a gambling stream. Yeah, it's just like not that big of a deal. Think gambling streams should have an addiction hotline and other servers pasted on it. Oh, like cigarettes that like literally say on there, this will kill you, and people are like, yeah, let me get 5 of those. Yeah, I don't know if that's really gonna do a whole lot. Let me say that. Under banning slots with Twitch without a leg to stand on in regard to loot boxes. I don't know. Like, and that's really the question. I have no idea. And as I said before, you know, loot boxes is pretty close to slots. It definitely is. Big gambling, psych got banned in many countries, but small sites haven't. Twitch is big, so yeah, I mean, it's of course, right? There's a lot of people that go in under the radar. I think that's very common. Many people go in under the radar. You say you're not moral, but you're arguing for a position that you think is the best course of action. You're clearly using a moral framework that you were unaware of. Okay, well, I'm glad that you are more, you understand me better than I do. I'm so glad that you're here to explain how I think to me. But anyway, so yeah, this is, I'm going to wrap this up, and we're gonna go ahead and talk about the Fed stuff. I'll look at what was it? I'll look at the survey in a minute, okay? So anyway, here's how I see it. Debate lords, well, it's just, it doesn't really, like, it's a pointless conversation because it's based off of an assumption. So there's just like it's like either I'm wrong or it's like either he's right or I'm lying. So it's like there's no reason to even talk about it. Anyway, so here's my final thoughts on this, and we're going to move on. Suge Knight, thank you very much for the 20 gifted subs. I appreciate that. Thank you very much, Suge Knight. End result, I think that the line for gambling is great. However, I think that almost everybody can assume that slots is gambling.
Gleich wieder da.
Almost
Ich muss mal kurz
everybody
was
thinks
suchen.
slots is gambling.
Be right back.
And many people could easily say that it's harmful for the website, it's harmful for users in a lot of ways. And even if you do not think this is bad on a moral or a ethical level, I think that it's very easy to see the way that these European countries have restrictive gambling laws and how they are with gambling, and you can easily tell that these types of countries will not be okay with having gambling that is being primarily unregulatedly streamed to people that could be any age, and it doesn't even really matter because it's happening to adults too. Gambling affects way more adults than it affects kids. Also, on top of that, whatever happens with other things outside of gambling is that other thing's problem. Focusing on gambling does not mean that other people cannot focus on other things. Just because I'm thinking about this does not mean that there are other things that do not also deserve attention and some sort of degree of regulation. But this is what I think is important. So this is what I think. I think that, did you write a script? Scripted? Yes, this is scripted. This is completely scripted, absolutely. It's illegal in most US states as well. Exactly. So seeing Twitch implode would be interesting. Scripted? Wait, I literally have my monitor in front of me. Like, you guys can see my monitor. What the hell will y'all mean? Yeah, this is it. So listen, while Twitch streamers know everything and nothing, I think that's pretty accurate. Yeah, of course, I would say so. Yeah, that's pretty close. Anyway, it's scripted, of course. Gambling ruins more lives than just the gamblers. Absolutely it does. Absolutely it does. But anyway, I think Twitch is
Scholar nicht ein fetter Damage-Dealer?
for over-regulation, bans, having their shit blocked on websites, fines, different other kinds of problems, and every fucking day that they do this is one day closer that we get to an expose on Twitch where people are saying that Twitch is exposing minors to gambling. And whenever that fucking happens, I can guarantee you that a lot of advertisers are gonna pull out of the site. And it's called a morality clause in a contract. It's very fucking common, and most contracts have it, especially with big companies. And whenever that happens, you're gonna see Amazon and Twitch receive a whole hell of a lot less funding. You're gonna see the website degrade noticeably in quality in the same way that YouTube did whenever they had the adpocalypse. And you are going to see your experience as a user diminish because somebody wants to take and make a little bit extra money, a lot of extra money, doing gambling streams. This will affect you. Anyway, we've talked about this enough. Talked about this plenty enough. I don't get how SBC is not admitting it. Who cares? It doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter if who gives a fuck. Let's see here. We're gonna move on. We've talked about this way enough. All right. Anyway, let's see what this is. So, this is a problem here. Basically, I want to look at this clip here, and I'm going to watch this. This is a clip from Fed, and we're gonna get into this.
tipsy, and in the moment, it felt real
I can't turn up the volume. You have to turn up your own volume.
and honest for me to say, like, I kind of like you. But when I woke up the next morning, it was like, oh shit, like, I did not mean that. And looking back now, it was a complete violation.
So people are really upset about Fed coming back. And I actually really don't like the fact that this, I don't like this here at all. And so, this is why I don't like he's a weirdo. Yeah. This is why I think this is bad. Is because Fed clearly, like, if I go and I finish this VOD, let's listen to what he said here. Let's listen to this.
And, looking back now, it was a complete violation.
He was clearly saying it was a violation of her space or her privacy or something like that. I feel like this is clipped out of context to make him look bad without actually fully including him explaining that what he said was bad. And I think that's a problem. And I know that I'm kind of going against the grain here. I am. It doesn't matter though? Well, of course it does matter, right? Of course it absolutely matters. You mean it was clipped to make content? Well, it was clipped to make content and be intentionally deceptive. That's what I think. And bad clip, but the stream was bad, to be honest.
I'd like to officially announce Offline TV rejects. Yo, Chris Chan, Albert, get on the phone, baby. Yo, we're getting a house.
Christian.
Oh my
He
god,
knows
that
about
might be like
Christian?
the worst joke. I don't even know if I would make that joke.
Geld gestealt?
Oh.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. That definitely is pretty bad.
There was a story here where, like,
Yeah?
there was this guy had a girlfriend, right?
Kann es sein, dass du unterlevelt bist?
Okay.
And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened?
They broke up, and so, like, out of anger, the guy sent the nudes to, like, his buddy, and the buddy sent it to the other buddy, and it just was, like,
That's happened before.
Hä? Ich glaube, du hast den schon alles ausgeklaut,
that in and of itself
was er hat.
is another example of, like, violating
Yeah.
consent. Like, even though, for so long we were trained to be like, oh, consent has to do with, like, like, sex and stuff like that, but, like, no, they're sensitive.
Did you guys know that if a bitch breaks up with you and you send her nudes to everybody, even that's wrong,
Oder du solltest
guys?
einfach versuchen, dir besseres Gear zu kaufen, damit du mehr Schaden hast.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Like, the private information.
I really don't want to do
Shit, warum
this.
bin ich nicht drauf gekommen, ein besseres Gear zu
Oh,
kaufen?
I really don't want to do this. Ah, fuck.
Weiß ich nicht.
I'm gonna have to defend Fed.
Ich meine, ich habe obviously 3 Shops
I'm gonna
besucht,
have
um
to
jedes
defend
Mal die
Fed
Gear
because it's the right thing to
angeschaut.
do.
Warum habe ich es wieder gekauft? Weil ich nicht wollte.
He is clearly saying that
Warum
what he's
wolltest du
doing
nicht?
was bad. He is expressing a feeling that a lot of people have. And for him to go out and say these things is a positive message.
Oh mein
and
Gott,
he is
warum?
trying to give examples of bad things that he did or bad
Wen
things
greift
that
der immer
people
an?
he know did in
Earn
order
one token
to
per
use
part of the
them
raid,
to
and now
explain
you can receive
bad
each
things
token
not
in
to
each
do.
raid, but still note
Aber Schaden machen die dir nicht
And
wirklich,
I'm
oder?
seeing
as
him
the
getting
access to
clipped
heavy
in a
item
way
level
that
500
is
here is
not
very limited.
showing that context.
Fitting to the PC
or
route,
being shown
start with
that he is somehow like,
already
oh, I didn't
stabilized
know
a bit.
this was bad.
Weißt du,
Means
kannst auch
with
nicht auf den
certain
Finger
bad
achten, sondern oben auf
doesn't
diese
make
blauen
item
Felder.
level 485 weapons. These
I
are
think
very
that,
strong at the
like,
beginning of the
people are
patch,
clearly
but not too
not-
strong
they
when
are
comparing them to our
intentionally
crafted stuff,
misinterpreting what he's
especially
saying
previously
in order to further shit on.
Last step, Eden's verse Savage,
Still
where
not
we had to
successful.
go
That's
to
what's
Yal Yal
happening.
again to receive
They are
gear through the
intentionally
earned tomes of each
misunderstanding him.
encounter.
They are
That means
intentionally
this will follow the
misinterpreting
usual
it.
pattern.
And this is like, as I
Each boss
said,
will drop 2
I've
coffers
said a
that
lot of
contain
bad stuff
specific
about what
gear
Fed
pieces.
did.
Ramu will drop
Absolutely.
3
Gibt es
coffers.
vielleicht einen
This is not-
Statuseffekt, der
this is-
confused ist, dass
this
du
is
den
not
falschen
to the
what it
angreifst?
currency
is.
traders
This is
in
not the
Mordona.
truth.
and head for the lady in the middle. You got the
Well, good news,
inexpensive and
nobody cares about these
battle-oriented
people. A lot
method
of
of
people
getting
care.
some
What do you
480
mean? But
pieces,
that's
That's why
namely
there's so many people talking
will
about it.
often
Weil
So
oben die
relying
Reihenfolge
Absolutely.
steht.
No
to be
shot
with
saying I
endgame
wrote up a
gear,
bullshit
but
Pokemon
have
er noch
team.
nicht an der
Also,
Reihe war.
popular behavior was just
subscribe
venting.
to any of these
So
platforms.
you're
my
saying
bad.
And if you
that...
want to
Comment
support me
hintereinander.
directly about any
Ja,
I don't know, like, what do
die
you... what are
Reihenfolge
you
ist nicht
saying?
fix. Am
So are
Anfang
you saying that, like, somehow
der
he's, like,
Runde
secretly
wird die
saying, like,
Reihenfolge für
good
die
things?
nächste Runde bestimmt.
in the main scenario
Und
quest,
je höher dein
Eventually
Haste
send out
ist,
his
desto
exes
wahrscheinlicher
nudes?
ist es, dass
Yet
du
Well,
vorne dran
obviously
bist.
he did. That's why he's
to
just
switch
talking
your
about
starter
it
class
as
and
an
jump
Nee, das
into
example of a
nicht.
another
bad
one
thing
later
that
on
he did.
without losing any of your
Aber es kann
progress.
sein, dass
And
du
he's
als
saying
Letzter
that he
von letzter Runde
violated her
bist und als
consent.
Erster
Yes,
von nächster
that's
Runde.
clearly
Und dann bist du
why
zweimal
he's
hintereinander,
saying.
theoretisch.
Or not much at
Bevor jemand
all.
anderes
They're
dran
laughing
ist.
that
More
he's just
straightforward
realizing
start
this now.
into his battle system and mechanics, the differences of these jobs.
They can laugh all they
On a
want. I
caster
think
role
plenty of
spectrum,
guys
or a
share
scholar,
girls'
which
news.
is a healing job, works dip
Absolutely,
leveling
like this
the
is an extremely common thing.
The-
Like this is a
and only
super common
astrology
thing.
being the
Like there's
most
whole
complex
threads about it
job
on like different
is standard.
websites where like guys post
Yet,
like
the astrologer
ex-girlfriends
is one
nudes
of the
and stuff
best
like
healers
that.
right now,
It-
if not
it's
the
super,
best
super
healer.
common.
So if you
It
decide for
doesn't matter if
playing
you
it
think
and
it's
getting used
illegal
to its
because it might not be
complexity
in the
level,
country that they're
you
doing
will
it
be
in.
rewarded without a doubt. And when talking about the rewards, even
Yeah,
when the
that's all I'm
scholar may
saying, like,
not be the perfect choice for
rich
beginners,
maybe
at least
Americans
you're
do?
getting
Yeah,
a
I
fairy
think so.
pet to help you out with certain healing,
It's
and
never
above
that
that,
bad.
partly the conjurer.
What do you mean by that?
Just a proper impression of them. And
Yeah,
the
what,
battle
what, do you,
system
what do you mean
can
by that?
expect.
Let me see here.
So thanks a lot.
No one who lives in the real world cares about this drama. Well, you're not in the real world. You're on my stream.
Das ist aber kein Boss oder so,
Yeah,
ne?
you're on my stream.
Einfach,
And so that means
das sind
that
einfach nur
you
Trash-Mobs.
you're not
Das
in
ist
the real
Boss.
world.
Oh.
This is my stream that I get to talk about what I want.
Wieso sehe ich sein Leben
That's
nicht?
all there is to it. I see this is a I think this is bad. I don't like the comments about this. I don't like the way that he's being treated. I think that it's intentionally misinterpreting him, and I think that people are just using
Hast du
this
den
as
schon
a way
geschafft
to
bis
just
der
continuously
Clown?
shit on the guy, and I don't think that it's fair. And this is also in the context of me thinking Fed was a complete fucking piece of shit. Now I have to fucking defend him because people have to fucking use these goddamn stupid reasons to get mad about it. I'm so fucking annoyed. Unforgivable conduct? That's not your choice. Let's see here. Grievous, what happens after you do what he did? It's nearly impossible to come back from that. Wait, you're saying it's nearly impossible? No, it's
Beschwer
not.
dich nicht, sei happy.
Absolutely fucking not. It's totally fucking okay,
Es war
man.
ein
Yeah, there's
Dude
so
mit
many people that are
1600
completely fucking okay
einfach
with
so
it.
easy
They
peasy
don't
aus dem
care
Nichts.
at all.
So, ich dachte, das wäre so, what the fuck, warum gebe ich mir den Scheiß, ich
Ruin
krieg
his
nur
career or
1600.
something like that. Here's what's gonna ruin his career is if his content sucks. That's what's gonna ruin it. Nobody gives a shit about this anyway.
Ups. Ah nein, ich muss nicht haben.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Use logic,
You
well,
son
use your
of a-
feelings. Yeah, a guy shares some mistakes, so other
I
the
have
guy
a
is
big
sharing
mind
his
of mine.
mistakes, so others don't repeat what he has done, and people are shitting on him for sharing his mistakes.
Ich glaube, du brauchst sowas wie einen Carry, bei
What
dem
an
du einfach
unproductive and
20.000
negative thing to
in eine Waffe reinsteckst und dann hast du so einen Carry, der einfach
That's so
alles
disappointing
kaputt
for me to see
macht.
that.
So.
He's sharing his mistakes. He's saying,
Also es wäre so
I did
mein
this wrong,
Playstyle. Ein
and
Dude
this
haben,
is a
den ich
problem,
voll
and you shouldn't
OP
do this.
mache.
And people are just shitting on
Und
him
der
and
Rest
saying, oh,
zackt.
well, you should have known that. Of course he should have known that. But he didn't.
Ja, mein Ranger.
I don't know. I hope people reevaluate the way that they're looking at it. If you don't like his content, that's fine. If you don't want to watch him anymore, that's fine. But I think making misleading titles and misleading posts about him is over the line and not productive or helping anybody.
What the fuck?
Toxic piece of shit towards streamer. Yeah,
Hab
I
ich
think
das
this is
falsch
like
angeklickt?
these.
Du hast gerade
This is
ein
like,
Heelpad
in my opinion,
beschworen.
it's just bullshit. Yeah, this is just bullshit. People need something to shit on. It's sad. Well, the mods could delete it if they chose to, but they've chosen to allow posts that are up here that create, they create animosity for people that are trying to atone for things that they did wrong and share their mistakes with other people. So like they're allowing this to happen. Anyway, we're gonna look at the other stuff. Is there anything else Roy is there to say about this? Let's see. May have known, but at some point humans make mistakes. People need to get a personal life themselves. Yeah, sure. I think he's addressing it out of necessity so he can get back to streaming, not to be helpful. Here, let me explain one thing that Fed could have done. Fed could have not made a video. He could have come back and said, fuck it, I don't want to talk about it anymore. I just want to make content again with my boys. And he could have gone back and done the exact same shit that he was doing before, and none of his viewers would have cared. They would have said, keep going, King. Don't let them hold you down. You're the fucking best streamer. We love you. He is doing this out of a choice. To actually think that is so delusional. And there were streamers that came in there and did that. Maybe not the exact same stuff, true. But Weirdo wants to be relevant again in the story. Of course he wants to be relevant again. That's why I made a video and everything. Anyway, let's go back over. I think we've talked about a lot of drama. We've talked about a lot of things like this. We are going to talk about the classic WoW stuff, okay? I want to get into that as well, all right? So just like news companies, bad news is better than good news because it gets more hits. Exactly. Thank fuck, you're talking sense about this? Yeah, I hope that more people do. Funny how people who have been directly affected by him are just hoping everything goes well for him and that his comeback stream is good. I don't know what they've said about him. I have no idea. I haven't been paying that much attention to it. Yeah, I have no idea. FanFest Soken? Yeah, we'll watch that in just a little bit. Unless Jack know anything light and dark, nothing's greater than them? Yeah, I think so. Your own delusional fan. Fuck. Thank fuck. You are, wait, what's this here? Oh, jeez.
Oh, ich bin die ganze Zeit muted.
Oh, I banned you in my alt stream yesterday.
666
then? You in my main stream. I recognize your name. Yeah, welcome back, man. I'll see you later. I'll see you on your second account, or probably
666.
third or fourth by now. Anyway, so let's go over and we'll look at the classic WoW, the classic WoW post. Okay, this is a survey that went out.
Henki ist denn der Scheiß?
I want to look at this and see if I can find it. Where is it? New classic WoW survey.
Ich habe eine neue Idee, actually. Wie wäre es folgendes? Du tust dir seine Bonusse aufheben, alle, dann tust du die breaken und du tust 4-mal mit Bonus reinhauen.
Dachte ich mir auch, aber ich will manchmal auch sowas verhindern.
A new Blizzard survey just went out to random recipients.
Ich glaube, du musst ihn breaken, so schnell es geht.
About the possibility of classic fresh servers. Updates to Classic and a preferred phase cadence after launch.
Ich versuche das eigentlich schon zu machen,
so here's the post right here.
Aber ich brauche auch Charges für die Breaks.
If the Classic Fresh Start realms were introduced, how likely or unlikely are you to start playing on a Classic Fresh Start realm if the changes you liked were implemented?
Einfach
Summoning
AOE heal alle
stones
full
and
life.
dungeon entrances. More difficult raid bosses and dungeon encounters. Increased debuff limit on bosses. Barbershop, faster experience rates to level, and no world buffs in raids. Would this make you want to play Classic WoW? Yeah, would this actually change anything for you? Sounds actually good. No world buffs Pog. No, yes, I wouldn't play it. No world buffs. Hard mode classic, basically private servers. Yes, exactly. Well, I mean, I think that people originally wanted the actual Blizzard experience, but then they realized the reason why private servers have it the way they do is because people thought they did, but they didn't.
Ah, ein Beamer läuft im Limsa an mir vorbei.
A recent Reddit post shared an image asking what the preferred cadence of phases would be for a classic fresh start server, a similar 2-year cycle phases, a 12-month cycle, or a fast 6-month. Wait, they're actually doing what I thought they. Holy shit! Wait, what the fuck? Oh my god! Just give me a second. I gotta take a piss, guys. I'll be right back.
Very cool. That's so.
Nicht ihr. Oh, ist rotes AP.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that, boys. Okay, give me 1 second. Wash hand. Why would I wash my hands, dude? I got a clean dick. Why the hell would I do that? Blizzard's starting to steal from other MMOs again. Thank God for that. For WoW Classic Fresh Start rounds, we are considering accelerating the cadence of new phase release cycles and making some changes to allow players to keep up. Which cadence would you prefer most for WoW Classic Fresh Start realm? So, this is very interesting. The reason why I think this is so interesting is it means that Blizzard is trying to find a way to continuously monetize Classic WoW. Now, I don't know, for you guys, would you want to go back and play on a Classic WoW Fresh server or not? Like, go back and redo Classic WoW all over again. Because for me, I would say not without like a super fast.
Yay!
Like it takes too long to
You did
level,
it.
and it's like it's great to do it once, but like to do it regularly in seasons is just a huge waste of time. There's like no way, like 2x, 5x, something like that, I'd be fine with experience rates, but
And
not
DPS is
leveling
low.
up normally again. It just takes way too fucking long, man. Way too fucking long.
Nicht
$15
toxic.
character copies
Stan, bin ich
worthless now,
toxic?
releveling every 6 months, that's insane. Exactly, and that's why they'd need to change it. So let's go ahead and look
Lumi
at this
is
post here and
toxic.
we'll see what other people are saying. If other people got the same thing. Let me see.
Können wir nicht beurteilen, wir hören sie nicht.
Between option 1 and 2, actually let me just change this real quick. I'll make it a little bit easier for you guys to see it. Make the
Yeah.
text a bit bigger too. Major is going to be 60 in 1 day with 5x rates, so that's fine. Doesn't matter to me. I take something between option 1 and
Dann hast du gut gemacht. Trotz dessen, dass du
SP,
What is the fucking
warte,
game
restores
called? Z1? Z1 Battle Royale.
in Q. Was?
This game got fucking beat into the ground,
What
but you can't
Self-sustaining.
talk shit. The thing
Your self-sustain.
What?
Nobody wants to go back and farm Molten Core again in UBRS Blues and still
is
clear it
BP?
without any wipes. It's fucking boring. It doesn't matter if you have world buffs or not. The bosses still have one
point,
mechanic.
oder?
Like, they're fucking
Boost
boring.
point.
Boost
There's
point.
nothing that they do. There's no excitement to it at all. You have to add in new elements of the game. You have to make the raids
Wow,
more
wirklich.
challenging. You have to make the bosses harder.
wirklich.
You have to make some classes, I think, like maybe make Ret play better. Because here's the reality of what's going to happen. Is if they make the raids harder, what's going to happen
Lame.
is that all of the different
Das
raids
kennst
are just going to be full of warriors.
Der Thief
Because
ist
that's
kein,
the only thing
das
that's
ist
gonna
kein
be able
Thief,
to
das ist ein
clear it.
Merchant.
The
Thief
reason
kommt
why
noch.
you would allow a Rep
Und die
Paladin
mal
or
Jackpot
a
gekriegt
Moonkin
mit,
in your
mit
raid
2.
in Classic WoW is because you could carry them. If the raid
Yep,
was full of
literally
Rep Paladins,
Geister
you
2, den
wouldn't
du
kill
kriegen
the
kannst.
boss. The fact is that the reason why you have these classes, the reason why you allow this kind of stuff, is the reason why Classic allowed class diversity is because it was so easy. If you had easy content, then you could clear it with anything you want, and that's true. But if you make hard content and you have classes that can't pull their own weight,
Der nächste kostet dann bestimmt 1000 Wetten.
So they would have to change something. They would
Weißt du
give,
das schon?
Paladins, Crusaders,
Nein,
like,
ich-
give
ich
Moonkin
weiß,
some
was ich
mana
alles
regen on some
sehe.
I don't know. But they'd have to do something, man. Add TBC talents, yeah,
Sag
maybe.
ich 1600.
Then you'd need to
Otherwise,
do class
defense
changes
takes
too.
me.
Exactly. That's what you'd have to do. You'd have to do a lot, and that's why I said
Das
all the
verstehe ich nicht.
changes.
Das-
If they want to redo Classic WoW and they
Warum
want
wird
to
es mit
make
einem HP
actual
beschossen? Ist
new,
das so ein guter Skill oder was?
what do you got? They want to make
Wenn
actual
du
new
das
Classic
Biest
WoW rounds.
fangen willst,
What
willst du
they
nicht, dass es
need to
stirbt,
do
aber du willst ihm
is they
viel
need
Schaden
to make
machen.
the changes enough to where it's actually different. WoW Classic with TBC pre-patch talents, maybe. How the fuck are you gonna clear all the way to Nax
Dafür
in
müsste
6
ich
months?
wissen, aber welche Biester es
What
gut
the
sind.
fuck do you mean?
Wenn man
People
diesen
could
alten
do that
Late
in
geht.
1 month. People could start in Classic WoW on a brand new fresh server and clear Nax in 1 month. Like guaranteed.
Ich finde es cool, dass ich einmal weiter um die Ecke gedacht habe als Secker.
Maybe. But like I'm including leveling. Yeah, in 1 month would be more than enough
Du hast
for a
gerade
number of these
eben,
guilds to be able to clear
ja,
Nax
Biester,
completely.
Capture
These people
erklärt. Ich habe
vastly
es aber gesehen und
overestimate
wieder
the actual
drüber
the
nachgedacht.
challenge of these raids. They are incredibly fucking easy. Not
It
people
wasn't on my
neckbeards. Oh,
mind.
absolutely. Well, yeah, it's WoW Classic is a neckbeard game to begin with. This is what you expect anyway. So there's nothing really wrong with that or weird about that. That's completely fucking normal, man. Add Crusader Strike, classic card. Yeah, sure. Need rogues better PvE skills. Aspect Rogue is basically an interrupt and locksmith bot in PvE. Yeah, sure, I would say so. So it would become Diablo 4 season then? Exactly, yes. If I wanted to see Blizzard do anything with Classic WoW,
Ja.
I think that they
Der
have to
gleichen,
do
ja.
seasons. They have to do seasons with a ton of changes.
Lumi
and a
hat sich
ton
zu einer
of new
Katze
stuff.
verwandelt.
They have to have like new
Ja.
raids. They have to have new bosses.
Gut.
They have to have new dungeons.
Mal was
They
anderes.
have to have like max level challenging dungeons. They have to have actual content.
Die will doch nur ein bisschen
Because
Aufmerksamkeit.
nobody wants to go through and replay the boring content.
Jetzt hast du Katzenohren. Ich glaube, Asmon hätte dich aus der Wohnung geworfen.
Ich hab doch das Headset mit Katzenohren.
Aber ich nicht. Ich nicht.
Kaufst dir welche?
That's it. It's fucking boring. Yeah. Bring out the Karazhan Crypts. Talk about the Dragon Isles. Let's get into and see
Doch,
what
du bist
the
lustig.
original Burning Crusade
Nein, alles gut, Hasi. Liebe dich. Nicht traurig gucken. Warum guckst du traurig?
Sit around and talk about how fast they release the patches. Nobody gives a fuck about that.
Doch, ich hab den Witz verstanden.
Like, this doesn't matter at all.
Was ist los?
Like, oh, we're gonna
Kurze
re-release
Aufgabe.
the game. Who cares if you're not, remaking the game? They have to redo the game, in my opinion.
Probleme.
Just make Karazhan as a 20-man raid. I don't know about that.
Ja.
Yeah, bring out a Death Knight. Yeah, bring out a vanilla WoW Demon Hunter. Just do it. Just fucking do it. And put it out there for a season and see what happens. And the thing is, anybody who doesn't like it can always just go right back to what they were doing before and play base classic again. Or prequel Karazhan. Yeah. It's like it's a completely separated problem. So there's nothing that could really go wrong or affect the game in a bad way. Where did they give incentives in retail for like completing stuff in classic, like mounts? I'd be okay with that in general, right, for like seasons, but as long as it's nothing like super crazy, like I don't know. It depends. I'm not 100% sure about that. Maybe like a feat of strength, maybe not necessarily a mount. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they're trying to take a seasonal approach like PoE or Diablo. I think so. Classic Plus will kill the game. The old school purists will stifle game growth. Well, Classic Plus by definition is not purist, so I don't think that's the case. I think that almost all of these super, like, no changes Andes are dead. I think they're dead because the reality is, like, I wanted no changes for release of the game, like 100%. The way that the game got released is the way that I think the game should have been released. You release the game with no changes, give people the original experience, and that's it, as close to it as possible. But after the game comes out, that's whenever you need to see the changes. That's whenever you need to adapt to what's happening. Like Blizzard letting things happen like with Phase 2 and like with the world buff meta, that was just negligence on their part. They could have done a much better job and they chose not to. We needed the changes. Yeah, absolutely. You need changes first to appreciate you need no changes first to appreciate the fact that you need changes. Exactly. Fucking exactly. Okay, here we go. Faster leveling, more loot per boss, faster node respawns, you'd progress far faster. Yeah, I think so. Making some changes to allow players to keep up. These are the options in the survey. Let's see what other people are saying about this. Was the exact same with OSRS? Yeah, sure. I think it's very doable. You can clear through raids in one night and work easily on max bosses. I don't think it would appeal to many people.
Wieder da, was habe ich verpasst?
And that's definitely what the problem is right there. Is that how do you get people to get excited about Classic WoW? Because like with Path of Exile, I think Path of Exile is a good example of this.
Stab ist für wen?
PoE, you spend about like 3 days leveling your character through the campaign. So it's like, imagine you spend 3 days casual play and you're level 60. The reason why PoE works with seasons is that you can immediately get into the game. And I know it's 5 hours. Yeah, I know you guys are super good. You've watched all the Tai Killer videos. You know exactly how to speedrun the whole thing. I get it, but not everybody does that.
Hey, wie viele von den Dudes gibt es?
In like 2 or 3 days, okay? Yeah, most people, it's like 2 or 3 days about average. Yeah, I would say
recommended
so.
level.
And for like
Da
more
steht recommended
serious
level
players, you're gonna
22.
probably see them, you know, like in one day. Like I usually do mine in like a day and a few hours. Like I'll play for a day, I'll play until the night, and then I'll go to bed, I'll wake up and I'll get in the maps like halfway through the next day. I don't really take it super seriously, but that's
Da ist
kind of
recommended
like
level 27, recommended level 12, 12, 12.
I don't want to like push it, right? I want to enjoy the game and just play it, rather than trying to like force myself to level as super fast as possible. Like, I don't know. Anyway, I'll talk about that later. Nice, I was hoping that they'd bring out something similar to EQ's model. I realize it's not for everyone. It's nice to start on a server if you've been there for a while. Yeah, I think fresh start servers are like super exciting. First 3 months leveling MC and Nixia, next 3 months BWL and CG,
I don't
AK40,
think you
AK20,
understand.
final 3 months is Nax. Sounds good to be honest. They
ne?
have to add changes, man.
Don't sneak.
They have to add changes. If they don't add any changes to the game, it's just going
Ich
to be
glaube, ich
fucking
hätte
boring, man.
den Merchant
Like, that's
replaced,
straight up
wenn
the
ich du
truth.
wäre.
It's just going to be fucking boring. They have to do changes.
Ja, ich
Yeah,
meinte
remake
so
WoW, do
als
something crazy like
Zukunftsding.
that. That's what they
So,
really
wenn
need
ich
to
das
do.
spielen
Would you do double
würde, das
lockouts?
Spiel,
I
was
don't
ich
know
nicht
about
tun
double
werde.
lockouts. I have no idea. But maybe they could do something like that too. Probably in the minority on this, and it's possible my views will change with
Ich glaube,
time.
ich bin nicht so
And
der
after
Fan
playing
von so
TBC these last few
rundenbasierten
weeks,
Spielen.
after playing all the way through Classic, I have no desire to
Hast
go
du
back
nicht
to
mit
vanilla.
Tales of
The thought of
Series
collecting
gespielt?
world buffs, losing them, spending tons
Ist
of
Aber
time
nicht
on
rundenbasiert.
worlds makes me shudder. TBC really shows all
Damn it.
of the rough spots of vanilla. Yeah, TBC is a better version of vanilla WoW.
Ich könnte mir vorstellen, Persona mal zu spielen, aber nur, weil es mich optisch voll anspricht.
Aber rundenbasiert.
TBC is just simply a
Ja, aber wenn
Rundenbasiert.
die Visuals das ausgleichen, dann ist es vielleicht okay.
Rundenbasiert.
Ja.
But 9 times out of 10, TBC is a better game. And that's just the truth, man.
Er
That's
hat
just the
nicht die
fucking
Visuals
truth.
von
New
diesem
Frank
Game
video?
angepriesen.
Yeah,
Ich
I'll
finde,
look
die
at
sehen
that in
cool
a minute.
aus,
I have
ja.
to look at some of my Reddit
Ja,
stuff.
also.
Es ist alles rundenbasiert.
Changes in the vanilla WoW.
Ist du ein weiterer Grund, das zu spielen?
Probably I would
Wir
be okay
wissen
with the
nichts,
majority
was
of that. Yeah,
passiert.
okay. Just make sure to acquire it in Classic, transfer to retail
Hast du inzwischen
accounts. I don't think
rausgefunden,
so.
wie man
Why
die
does
HP
Classic
sich
do better?
anzeigen lässt mit
I think
Analyze?
Classic has a more holistic world leveling experience, and I don't like how the end
Du
experience
kannst nur an
for
der
Burning
Farbe des Dings
Crusade
sehen.
exists primarily in Outland, and there's
Farbe
no reason
des
to go
was?
outside of the world
Des
besides,
Namen.
besides Outland. That's one thing that I think Burning Crusade
Ach
doesn't
so,
do well.
ob er,
So that's what I think.
wird's dann so gelb,
World PvP is
grün,
better in
rot oder
Classic
wie?
too. No, it's
Yeah.
not. It's trash, just like it is in every other expansion. World PvP has always been trash. It will always be trash. Let's see here. Mention of original AV is interesting. Would be amazing if they did 1.5, 1.7 AV. I don't think anybody
Did
gives
you
a shit
drop
about
my
that.
damage
Doesn't really
before?
matter. People want to have different gameplay.
Hey everyone, this is Mike with Patch and the Gatherers
Wrong,
now for
it's
today.
fun, bad
Gathering
take.
one, complete the quest
Caverns
over
and Carrot,
there.
World
Once
PvP.
you've
Yeah,
completed
listen.
one of the quests,
I
the
get that
following
you
quest
think that
you
like
will undertake
how many
for both
times
your
listen
crafted
and
and
this
your
is the
gathering
thing
tools
how many
will all
times are
start
you
inside of the
questing
firmament. So if you
alongside
lose
some
track
other
of
guy
where
of the
quests
opposite
are,
faction
basically
I
all
think
of them
it's
will be
just
in
a
the
bit
that other
firmament.
guy of the
If you
opposite
have
faction
a
has one of
crafted
his
quest
friends
Das sah aus wie so ein
that's
Kobold,
faction
der hatte
as
so
yours.
einen
He's
gathering
Sack
suddenly
auf
gets
dem
a
Rücken.
burst of
the other
courage
way
and
around.
kills
Vielleicht sollte man den
with the
beklauen.
other
gathering
guy.
quest active, you
World
can't start
PvP,
a crafting
9
rally
times out of
for
10
this
is
final step
initiated by
either.
the
So
person
do
who
keep that
thinks
in
they're
mind if
going
you
to
like
win
wanting
the
to do
encounter,
multiple
which is
relics at
why
the
they
same time.
initiated
You
it.
need to do
Makes
it
sense.
one relic
Why would you
at
start
a
attacking
time.
level 50
This time
if
around
you're
when it
level
comes down to
fucking 20?
crafting
And
specific
why wouldn't you
things,
attack
how to
level
get the
20 if you're
items
level
Love it,
for
50?
your
it's
relic
so
step,
It just
it's gonna be
creates
pretty much the
Wer
same
sagt
as
das?
before. You
outcomes
just craft a bunch of
most
collectibles.
times.
You turn
Sven
those
ist zu dumm, eine
collectibles
Kiste
into
It's
items.
aufzumachen.
The
not
higher
like
your
it doesn't.
collectability,
Okay,
Whenever I
sorry.
the
lose
more
in
items
World
you are going to
PvP, I
get.
don't feel like
But
oh,
this
I
time
can
Ich glaube, du
around
kannst
it's
da
not
auch
a
unten
huge
langlaufen, ne?
variety.
Just
Usually
saying.
it's like
You can either
some
get
bullshit.
1, 2, or 3
Like
items
there's like 3
depending on
people,
your
or I'm
collectability.
getting
The biggest
attacked
difference
whenever
this
I
time
walk
around
out,
though is the
or
fact that we're doing
something like
Ich
monster
glaube, du kannst da wirklich
crafts,
unten
recipes, I think
weiterlaufen.
they are
Not good.
called. Meaning that the
But if
crafts
you're
are going to be a
1700,
whole lot
well, then you can
harder.
kill level
I
24
personally
druid.
did not use a
Ah,
macro
yeah,
this
yeah,
time
yeah.
around,
Seemed,
which is why I
very
also won't be
compromised. Yeah, I think
providing a
TBC
macro
level is
in
much
this
better.
video,
Lol.
but I will be leaving
12
a
time
link
on Remark
Der
is
Panther ist
like
irgendwie
more
broken
boss
you can
gefühlt.
get on
Ja,
the
weil das
Hunters
Sleep macht das
to
so
get extra
bei
chests.
uns ist
So
I don't know,
ability
Classic is
to
over.
end
Single
Fast
target.
guys, maybe fresh server should be 48 months
Panther
at
ist
least. We
broken,
really need to
gefühlt will
support
ich hier
Blizzard with our
Hunter
subs.
mainen. Hunter
Yeah,
OP ist
okay. Let me see what the, oh, are there any more of these? Wait.
Könnte
Oh,
aber auch
shit.
daran liegen, dass er dein höchstes Level ist.
Among Cadence Phase, there are also questions regarding
Ich
updates
hab
to classics such as
Axt, die ich
faster
mir noch nicht
experience
geholt habe.
rates, no
Axt Attack,
world
ich habe
buffs and raids,
Bow Attack,
higher
ich
debuff
habe
limit
durch
on
mein fucking
bosses, black
permanentes
market
Pad
auction
ein
house,
Schwert slash
original
Couch Attack.
1.5
Und das
Ultra
eine
Valley.
ist
Let me just look at
Aoi.
this myself.
Und ich kann weitere Pads fangen, die
Faster experience rate,
die
no
auch
world
andere
buffs,
Effekte haben
black
können. Zum
market
Beispiel, ich habe
auction
ein
house for
Darkness Pad.
vanity items.
Soll
I
ich
don't
noch
like
mehr
that.
sagen? Und ich habe
Original
einen
Alterac
Crit-Bar.
Valley
Das war
design,
gut.
more difficult raid bosses and dungeon encounters.
Octopath
Increase rate
Traveler
of drops.
Tier
Earn
List.
gold at faster rates.
Ich habe noch nichts auch billigeres gefunden.
Wow.
Merchant ist sehr useful für Money.
Wow.
Weil ich literally... Wie viel
That's
habe
a
ich?
lot.
6,
That
8,
is certainly a lot,
3,
guys. I'm
4,8k Money
kind of
oder so
excited
gemacht
about
in
this.
meinem
It
Boss
could,
Fight.
this could be great.
Gefühlt will ich
This
die
is
Bossfights
Blizzard
mit Merchant
Innovation
deswegen machen.
2021. Yes, Blizzard
Also
Innovation
Alphen ist mit
is
Abstand die
redoing
stärkste
something that
Unit
they did
in-game.
15 years ago,
Alphen?
but changed the 1 to a 2. That's about it. Yep, that's about
ich
it,
noch
guys.
nicht.
And so anyway, the idea of a fresh server is obviously
Danach
really cool to me to
sind,
think
also
of.
ich habe
I would love to see
zumindest
a fresh
einen
server
Dude
in
auf
WoW,
Steam gefunden,
and
der
I
eine
think the
Tierlist gemacht hat
TBC
und dann
and vanilla
hat drunter
WoW does
jemand
kind of show
geschrieben, I
that
agree
people do
mostly
want to
with
play
you.
those old games, but seeing the way that things have
Alfin
changed
als
does
Tier S,
obviously
als
indicate
Tier A,
that the
Ophelia,
game
Tresa,
does have a
Therion,
lot of
Cyrus
room
und
to grow
Obelix
and a lot of things to
und als
change
Tier
and
B.
make better.
Nochmal.
So that's what I think.
Weißt du was? Ich mache
Definitely it's
dir
doing
einen
stuff
Link
that people who no
und
longer work
sende
there
dir
did.
einen
Yes, that's exactly
Link.
it.
Weil du nicht
Must have made a
langsam
shitload of
vorlesen
money on
kannst,
Classic.
okay.
Absolutely
Richtig,
did.
genau.
And yeah, I think so too. What do you want? Yeah, all right, we've got a poll. Yeah, yeah, vote in the poll, guys. I want to know about this.
Tier B, ja genau, Hunter ist Tier B, lutsch meine...
Need a hardcore server? I don't really think that. I
Ich hab
just don't really
Sega
think
mad
WoW
gemacht,
lends
immer.
itself very well to like a hardcore experience.
Passiert.
Nein, du
Okay, most people want faster experience, and some people want no world buffs and raids. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm not surprised about that at all. Is that a new T-shirt?
Das
Yes,
ist nur die
actually,
Meinung
somehow
von
it
einem
is.
Dude
It
auf
actually
Steam,
is a
ne?
new T-shirt. Would you like new content to be added on Classic WoW like OSRS? Yes, I
agree
would.
with yes.
I would like to see new content. People just want a new MMO, honestly. Retail is straight away from that. But let's talk about this the way that retail is straight away from it. Let's talk about that. Let me go ahead and open this up.
I will not put Cyrus and
So,
Obelisk above of Ophelia.
this is the
Agree
new
with,
legendary change that
Thanos and
Blizzard has
Tesla.
made in patch
Yeah.
9.1. We've now confirmed that only brand new crafted legendaries will receive a socket at the Rune Carver on the 9.1 PTR. If you upgrade a non-socketed legendary, it will not receive a free socket.
Pass actions Doom.
So this is good for nobody.
Okay, ja, der
This
ist
is a
like
change
Pro.
that nobody wants. This is a change that doesn't help anybody. This is just another one of the. It's just another example of Blizzard being incapable of knowing how to do
What?
programming in their
Okay,
game.
I'll
Has
defeat.
Blizzard gone insane? It's like Valor points. Yes, I know that.
Was?
They're forcing you to
I'll
remake your
defeat.
legendary
Warum?
straight up, no compromise. This makes me
Weil
want to quit, no
hat alles
joke.
keinen Sinn.
So, only brand
Was
new
hast du gelesen?
legendaries will receive a socket at the Rune Carver in 9.1. So
Dann
you have
erzähl
to
mal.
recraft every single
Angeblich sind die
legendary.
Shit hier.
So I think this is why Blizzard did this, okay? So let's
Die, die
look
du
at it from there.
feierst.
Let's look at it from
Gott,
Blizzard's
solange es dir
perspective,
Spaß
okay?
macht, sind
I wanna
die
go ahead
S-Tier.
and-
Angeblich
Let's get
Stranger
inside their
Shit
brain.
hier.
Okay, Bill.
Okay, du
There's
wirst
some
sterben.
people that are mad that they're gonna have to recraft their legendaries whenever other people don't have to. Okay, Chen. Well, why don't we just make it to where they all have to recraft them, and then
Hast du das gesehen, was die auf Reddit geschrieben haben?
like somebody else got an advantage.
Schwer.
Oh, you know
Der
what,
zweite
Ted?
Link von mir.
Bill, whatever
Nein.
the fuck his name is. That sounds great.
Eine Tierliste
That's
von einem Dude
perfect.
auf Reddit.
That's what it really is.
Ich weiß nicht aber, wie der Hunter heißt, sonst würde ich dir sagen, wo er den Hunter reingestuft
Only
hat.
some people got fucked in the ass.
Apropos
Now,
irgendwas.
everybody gets fucked in the ass. We're all getting fucked in the
Der hat
ass.
den Hunter als S-Tier eingestuft.
And somehow it's
Der auf
equal.
Reddit.
Thank God.
Hast
Now
mir den
everybody
auch
is
verlinkt? Oh, ja.
inconvenienced and not some people.
Klingt nicht
You get a
wieder.
dick in your salad. You get a dick in your salad. Everybody gets a dick in their salad. That's exactly what this is. That is exactly what this fucking is, man. So let's go ahead and we'll look at this. Here's a summary of our findings. Regarding crafting legendary sockets on 9.1 PTR. However, this is subject to change throughout the daily hotfixes that Blizzard has been putting out recently. White base items can have a socket on them in patch 9.1, but these sockets have no impact on anything. A unsocketed base item is functionally equal to a
Okay,
socketed base
BP
item at
ist
the Rune Carver.
schon nice, ja.
Base items crafted before the patch will not have a
Märchen
socket.
klingt schon gut.
Newly crafted base items
Weil,
will have a socket
Geld klauen
that's
kannst du am
crafted.
Anfang machen,
Brand
dir
new
Equipment
legendaries will be crafted
und den
with a
Rest
socket
verstehe
if
ich noch nicht.
eligible,
Warum
regardless of if your base item
Die
has a
Fische ist
socket or
meine
not.
Wut, das mit
Upgrading
Windtunneln, das verstehe ich nicht, aber
non-socketed legendaries will not give you a socket regardless if your base item had a socket or not.
weil Summons, ja, andere Summons sind underwhelming, at least. Whenever put in late, put late game chase tries with some of the rare captures between Red Wolf doing 60 cut was and Chubby called
I am so
God
tired
tier
of
buffs
this bullshit.
from the supreme lack of gate.
Do I need a master's degree? This is crazy. This is just crazy. Like,
Oh ja,
who
du
is
kannst
making
Pets
these
fürs Buffs
decisions?
nutzen.
Like, I don't understand.
Hä?
Like, how does this keep happening?
Grants the reflect
It's
magic,
gotta be, like, listen,
counter-physical,
there
damage
is something
immunity,
that is
heal over
horribly
time, max
wrong
HP,
at Blizzard.
heal,
There is
heal over max
horribly,
HP,
terribly wrong.
negate,
Because
debuff,
there have just been
auto-revive,
so
and deny
many of
enemy
these bad
buffs.
things happen that it's over the fucking line,
Leave
man.
them buffs,
It's so far over the line, I don't even know what to say about it.
To
On the
everyone
next
in
patch,
combat.
wherever you do, now it's useless. You can recraft 2 legendaries per week. Soul Ash is much more plentiful. But why?
Aber das ist Late Game Hunters, denn du bist Early Game Hunter.
Why you have to do it at all? Why is
Hat er
this
sich
a
jetzt
thing
gemutet?
again? Why are we
Ja.
wasting our time? Like, why? Like, this is pointless. The white base items will automatically craft with sockets. This is completely irrelevant and really only serves to confuse players into thinking they'll need a socketed base white item. You're never going to socket a base item, and the socket on the base item doesn't impact the rune card
Dass
crafting
es
at all.
ein Ding gibt, dass dir literally irgendwie 70 Buffs gibt.
Oh my god.
Ja, aber das ist halt Late Game.
Ja,
Okay,
Wahrscheinlich
ja.
kommst du überhaupt nicht ansatzweise an solche Biester ran.
Jetzt noch nicht.
Wow.
Ja, aber das heißt, dass jetzt hat der Hunter eher so mehr ist.
Ich finde ihn jetzt gerade
Socketing a
actually decent.
previously crafted
Okay.
legendary. When upgrading a non-socketed legendary, you will
Vielleicht
not
haben
get a
muss ich
free
andere noch
socket,
besser equippen.
regardless if you
Aber,
want to use a base item
Problem
with a
ist,
socket or
Caster,
not. If you've
sind
already
kinda-
crafted a legendary that is eligible for a
Der
socket,
Limited.
you
ist
have
nur
2
AOE
options.
Caster und gegen
Recraft the
Alles ist er
legendary
schwach.
for a free socket in patch
Und
9.1
der
if you have
macht
an
wenig
excess of
Damage
Soul
und ich
Ash and no
muss den
Stygia.
SP casten.
Use a Season 1 or
Ansonsten
Season
kann ich
2
höchstens
socket
nutzen,
item
Breaks
on
mit
your
Stab zu
legendary
machen.
for a socket.
Dasselbe für den Healer. Der Healer ist mostly nur zum Healen da. Im Moment.
Würde es dann nicht mehr Sinn machen, mit 4 DDs zu gehen statt Healer?
Oh my god. Why
In diesen
is
Long
this so
Boss Fights brauchst du den
complicated?
Healer.
Why? I don't
Ich
even
nutze
get
den
it. Like, it's
fast
not
jedes Mal, vor allem weil die Boss
it's not even that
AOE
hard to
ist zu
figure
spammen
out.
und der Healer ist
Like,
broken,
am I
weil
going
er eine
crazy,
zweite
guys? Like, I don't even understand this. Like, how can you be like a professional video game maker and do these things? This is crazy to me. I don't get it at all. My luck requires 6 different legendaries to play all specs, so I have to recraft all 6. But it's fine, right? Because there's more Soul Ash. Yeah, you're gonna get more. Come on, man. It's only gonna take you 3 weeks. You're only gonna have to recraft everything 3 weeks. You don't have to spend 3 times doing it. It's only gonna take you 6 hours to do something that we can't code properly. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. Just let me recraft my legendary for a 3rd time in 9.1 to get that socket then. No big deal. Feels like Blizzard misinterpreted the problem entirely, which is that you had to recraft your legendary. This does absolutely nothing to address that, but sockets are nice. I'm sorry, but a gem slot is not worth the extra number of Torghast runs. Blizzard is absolutely taking the piss. Well, my back slot item doesn't have a base socket, so nothing changes for me. Torghast was repeatable in 9.1, so Soul Ash is no longer time-gated. I am going insane. I am going insane, guys. I know that it might not look like it, but I am I am genuinely going insane on this. This is unbelievable. Only brand new crappy legendaries will receive. Yeah, this is the thing. Can anyone explain the issue here? Can't you just make a new rank 5 to 6 legendary? Even if you wanted to upgrade, you still needed the same Soul Cinder and gold. The only thing that you would save is Soul Ash, which would be abundant in 9.1 and comes alongside the Soul Cinder. You guys think I should start and wait until 9.1 to be able to play the expansion now? Shadowlands is going to come out in 9.1. Don't you guys have Stygia? Don't you guys have time? Look at the comments here. So if you don't like Final Fantasy, what other choices do we have? How's ESO looking? This is awesome. Blizzard giving us more and more reasons to quit the game. Domination of the Soul, binds on pickup. Use, adds a domination socket to a piece of legendary quality gear. Only one domination socket may be added to each piece of gear, requires level 60. There you go, Blizzard. Took me 2 minutes to come up with a solution. Or make the gold and time needed to require a new legendary. Oh wait, that's the case already. I really like this comment here. How much of Blizzard's cum do you have on your eyes that you can't see that players are not happy with Blizzard shitting all over the work that players put into working on their character just for it not to matter in the new patch? Dude, no other game does this. So how it has been since Wrath of the Lich King. Old gear gets obsolete.
We did it! Gummy pool analysis.
A brain the size of a hard-boiled egg. This guy has a brain the size of a hard-boiled egg, and has just about as many wrinkles as a hard-boiled egg as well. It's not looking good for him, man.
Righto, X-Spawn?
It's not looking good.
Was that the last of them?
I am so disappointed to see people that actually defend this. This is needless and unnecessary. It is a complication that does not help anybody. I am sick of
Is it
trying
possible
to
to change my Sub-Sunday boat?
Say that
I don't think so.
because you
The
don't
ribbons
remember
are
the way that Wrath of the Lich
satisfying.
King properly
One thing
worked,
I love.
that somehow that's okay.
I never really
This is
paid attention to
incredible.
my minimap in BF5.
This actually makes no sense.
I feel like minimap
You are
looking
a
is
thief
a
of
lot
joy.
more used in BF4.
Wish they would
Am
explain
I
their
wrong?
thought process on fucking us. There is no thought process. It's Activision. Guild quit after Cutting Edge, was thinking of finding a new one before 9.1. Recrafting 5 Shaman Legendaries for sockets is a fat no thank you. I spent months doing that godforsaken
That's what I mean though.
tour
People are
forced
like
on the
really
player
good
base.
at this game in a
See ya
different
in
way.
I don't know what the fuck Oriza is.
I don't play this game like other
The fuck
Battlefields.
is that?
Maybe I'm just overthinking
Okay.
it, but it feels way different.
Oh my god.
Everyone's like aware.
I don't know what to say, guys. I really don't know what to say. It's Final Fantasy. Oh, okay.
You have to like do more things
He's not
to kill.
defending. He is explaining why everybody is misinterpreting the article. If you do the math, you don't lose out on this change. So
Oh wait,
you
I don't know.
lose
That
out
looked
on
like
the change.
yeah. The minimap
Wait a
doesn't show
second, so
elevation, right? Of like
how
where
do
they
you
are.
not lose out
Just
on
with
the
Doritos.
change?
Okay, so I need to fuck my radar more is what I need
Yeah,
to do.
correct. You do not. So the time that you spend doing
See, I got
do you
shot
lose
right there
that
because I
time
wasn't fucking enough.
for getting the Soul Ash? Do you lose that time? Yes. Okay.
Oh, you didn't think I was gonna res you, bro, huh?
This is incredible.
Oh, I'm fucking dead.
I do not even know what to do. I am
Oh, that was
just
so bad, dude.
Fucking annoyed by this.
Maybe the best
I don't know what to
FPS
say.
ever made.
I really don't.
Yo,
Like,
Danny
there's just
play
been,
with the
so many of
25.
these
Honestly,
that
I would
I'm just
rather
not
just
even
try to get used
surprised
to.
anymore.
I might hit a 5
Like whenever I
and
see
just
something
do some
like this,
jet.
I'm not like, oh
I wanted to
wow,
learn how to
this
use
is
the
some
jet.
kind of
I was
crazy
kind of figuring
weird
it out
thing.
the
Like,
first
I
time.
can't believe that they would do this or whatever. Like I'm genuinely like not. I'm not surprised about any of it. It's just all the same shit that I've seen before.
Dev comment, you think so?
It's so frustrating. New Frank video? Alright, I'll pull that up in a minute.
There are no
Give me a
jets in
second.
BF5. Yeah, but just like the planes.
9.0.
I guess, yeah,
was
not a jet,
mistake.
but whatever. The control is pretty similar.
Alright.
Is it not?
Let me go ahead and get it up on the other monitor.
Other than
Give
the
me a second.
speed.
Hold on. I've got to do the
Nah, the
ZG,
server has
also
all the maps and the
next pretty soon,
DLCs.
too. I don't want to fuck around with this too much more. Stop
Which is a
consuming
good
trash,
thing.
New AOC video.
'Cause I
I'll look
forgot
at that
this
in a bit,
game's
okay?
DLCs.
What's the
The
Ashes of
servers with
Creation
like
video before
all
I
the
do some
maps on it are the
Ashes?
best.
Creation.
Because
Let's see
you
how
can
long
just go
this
through
video
like a
is,
fucking
developer
series of
update.
like 16 maps.
Okay, yeah. We'll go ahead and we'll look at that in a minute. Oh, actually, that
New
this is
BF has
this is
new
17
physics
hours
engine.
ago.
Everything is harder to drive and
Oh,
fly.
this is a.
That's not a
So
bad
I guess
thing.
we can look at the new.
But might
Ashes
as well,
Creation.
you know, get
Yeah,
a little bit of
sure.
the grease
Let me go
off,
ahead
just
and
trying to
look at the
figure it out.
9.0 as a mistake first, though. I want to get
Someone
this
who
up
spent a
the
lot of time
because it's
jetting in
something that I
Battlefield
forgot.
games is gonna have a way better time than someone who just goes
They
in
do
and
that
tries
every
to get
Friday.
used to the
Yeah,
new
yeah,
physics
yeah. Okay,
system.
just give me a second.
Because
New Belluar video as well.
the
Okay,
fundamentals
guys, listen.
are still
Guys,
there.
I know there's a lot of videos I need to watch. A lot of videos I need to look at.
Fuck me, dude.
Let's go ahead and focus on this one first.
Boys, they're on the left flank.
React Andy's run.
Good shit.
Well, it's been 2 hours. I've been streaming for 2 hours.
Yeah, this game's gunplay
I
is
haven't
like
reacted to
scarier.
a single video. So yeah,
I am like
people are
not
really
confident.
upset. Like they're really mad. They're fucking furious.
This
Like,
game
they've had
feels
to
like
sit-
the pacing
They've had to have
is,
me
is
like
so different.
they haven't had a single fucking react. Yeah, they're mad. Like,
Leash
come on,
out
all right, let's
loud,
watch it. Here we
bitch.
go. I'm loving memory.
I am surprised I won that fight. I am surprised.
Oh.
Hey, yo, by the way, are the little baggies of meds the best? Should I get a med
There we
bag?
go. Whoa! What the fuck just happened?
Clear.
Whoa! Wait a second. Look at him. And boom! Jesus! There it is.
Med bag is not the
There
best.
it is.
Oh yeah, actually, because this server has such a high hertz, I might actually try sniping on this.
Why talking? Fuck
And then
like
stream this.
always.
You know, I'm gonna do that.
If they one-shot us here, I'm actually just gonna cry. Just on Rogue.
Let me see.
On the trigger, he's mad.
He's
Captain
going
Rogue.
on
We
him.
actually...
No, not the 98B.
I mean, guys, you can't be serious!
CLS
What
94
the fuck?
or CS LR94.
Just on Rogue. On the trigger, he's
Who
mad.
the hell?
Captain Rogue. We actually...
Jesus!
I'm gonna try. Yo, we're playing
Just
Scout
on Rogue.
Knives.
On the trigger, he's mad. Captain Rogue. We actually...
Oh yeah, what the fuck? I
Rogue.
used to use this.
On the trigger, he's mad.
in the
Captain
game.
Rogue.
I
We
recall that sound.
I can't even
Not
pause
just
it.
in Counter Strike. Maybe the scope's a little too zoomy.
Oh my god. 0.6 seconds.
I mean, guys,
Oh,
you
yeah, I
can't be
remember this fucking
serious!
gun.
Wow. Wow. Wait. Wait, they just killed all
Alright, I'm
three of
looking.
them?
SRR is the best.
What the? Shit. It's a...
I will learn.
Angry sheep,
Oh
it's
my
me, it's me, it's me.
God.
It's you. Drink.
Okay, I'm dead. One more.
Angry sheep, it's me,
Watch
it's me, it's me.
Watch yourself.
Drink.
Boom.
Oh my god, they were behind us.
Uh-oh.
DMRs are the way to go in this game. Yeah, it seems like two-shotting. I was using the DMR last time. No,
Oh, he
I'm
got
gonna
him?
use a little bit
Warriors
more of
got
the
him?
Scout Elite.
What the fuck is that?
I used to use this gun
yeah,
so
I know.
much.
What is this motherfucker?
Yep. Yep. I know exactly how he feels.
Oh, no, 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 no.
Oh my god.
You either curse me, dispel me, nice, nice. Convo, convo.
Okay, oh, there it is. There's the convo.
Wait,
am
what,
not
what the
gonna
what?
zero.
What is this game? Oh my
Oh shit,
god.
there's a guy right there, dude. Oh my god, we're alive.
Oh, there we go.
I have yet to figure out the perfect compensation on my
Wow.
in this game. It's
Wait,
very
and they just
difficult.
killed Trill. Oh my god.
Where the fuck is this bitch? And where is this little shiny fuck?
Intervene! Intervene!
I'm not gonna
Intervene!
shoot at them
Intervene!
first.
Like seriously, that why is it? Oh my fucking god!
Okay, I'm sapped up.
Sometimes you get it, sometimes you get God. Okay, like that. Yeah, that's. He could have got away too. Man. I was
wish.
there. That was fucking funny.
I wish.
It's you.
Oh wait. Watch his health.
Why is it? Oh my fucking god!
Watch his health.
Sapped up. It's you.
Boop. Boop.
Killed
Boop.
in
That's
action.
a boop. That's a,
How
get
the
him out of
fuck
here.
did I get killed in action?
It's you.
Like, he went from 80% to 0. Like, just straight up fucking snapped
There
out
it
of
is.
existence.
Okay.
Deleted, removed.
Let's go with like 10 of those
finished,
in a row, please.
completed, gone.
Is that not a guy prone right there? It is. He moved. That guy's amazing.
He hit it at 36k.
I was in disbelief that no one
He did a
shot him,
36K
that I started to
Power Blast.
not believe it was actually a player. Is that a strategy?
2800 rating. That is a 2800
Stop
rating
moving
game.
while you shoot.
This isn't something
Is
where
this
it's like,
Battlefield
oh, yeah,
shooting
it
different
happened,
where like
you know,
I'm
there's
not
some
doing
dumb
it
shit
correctly
that
or some
happened
shit?
at
You guys keep saying
2600.
you're not supposed to move when you shoot.
And then, you know, R1 is basically just, hello, World of Warcraft.
Is BF3 like slightly, or BF4 slightly different in that regard?
Give him a second. Okay. No fear. Break.
What the fuck?
Where is this fuck? Fuck this guy and his snaps.
What the fuck?
Accuracy is way worse on the move.
This is why they need to nerf Red. This is the thing. Is like Red.
I don't really
is
see it.
So like it's just so broken, man. Like honestly, it's so broken. They've got to nerf it.
I was like still mashing my A and B while shooting.
Uh-oh. What could go wrong? Wait a second.
Okay, I'm gonna try staying still though and shoot.
Oh,
Okay,
there we
I
go.
stood still for a second there. How the fuck
And
are
that's in
half
the
these
first
snipers
20
surviving right now? What
seconds
did
of the
that
game.
times?
This isn't something that like happened way later on or whatever. No, this is the first 20 seconds of the game. He just gets fucking dunked on. That's insane.
I moved right there. I moved when
What
I
is
shot
this
that
game?
guy.
Through AMZ.
Yeah, this server, because it's whitelisted, has such a less of a clusterfuck feel. I don't know what it is. Maybe because you guys can't join?
Convoke. Uh-oh.
You know?
Somebody's about to go down to 0.
It's like kind of nice. It's like kind of like I mean, we're at war right now, so it's not peaceful. There's gunshots. But you know what I mean.
Oh, they're trying to one-shot me. Oh, they did.
Fuck that
Oh,
guy
they
and
did.
his proning ass. Oh my.
Oh my god.
Chat, I would have killed that guy 50 times by
It's
now.
just like, okay. Like, I think whenever this kind of stuff happens to somebody, they just like, okay.
The way that guy's shining, he's like half.
Boom.
Alright, I tagged him at least.
22,000 damage.
He's not gonna peek again for like a year.
Let's see, what was the rating of this game?
It shows him. Okay.
Oh my
there's a
god.
guy down there as
Oh, it
well.
didn't say.
My BPM is pushing when
Need
it's
to compensate for bullet drop. Yes! Thank you,
Wait,
sir.
what the hell
This is my first FPS with bullet drop.
Wait. Oh! They're all sitting there because they went up against the team and their team is in stealth. And so they're sitting there at the gate waiting to see where one of them is. And then the Moon Boys.
Hey, yo, fuck this shit. I'm moving locations.
Ready? Moon
My
Boys.
BPM is
Moon
pushing
Boys
when
activate. Boom. Moon Boys have been activated.
I swear I just saw a Dorito here.
Dead in literally 1 second with 3 convokes. It doesn't matter what gear they have. This is unbelievable.
No.
I have to.
Hey, yo, we chillin'. Alright, I'm going. Yeah, I feel a little gimpy with this.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Moving up. I have C4 and
This is so
jack shit.
ridiculous.
That was has a sniper scope looking right at me?
Wow.
Wait, come here.
Fuck
this
that guy.
I'm literally just double killing him.
Hey, what the hell just happened?
Oh my god! Tell me we got a medic. We got a medic!
What the hell just happened?
No!
How'd he even die?
God damn it! Okay, there's usually
What
a
the
decent amount
fuck?
there.
You're just double killing him.
Jesus.
Shit.
Dead in 1
Yeah,
second.
we got the respawn beacon down though.
Am I salaried? They're paying me in gamer dummies!
I felt like I compensated
Frankly, that's a skill
enough
issue.
on that one. Oh, we got flanked. They got a left side too, guys.
Wow. Ooh. It's sad. Let's just say that. It's fucking sad. It's a great video. Yeah, I think that it is a good video. It's definitely a great video. I'll look at the Ashes of Creation thing in a minute,
Scout
okay,
Elite
guys?
is the worst
Domains
sniper
that
in the
fell
game.
Whenever he died. Yeah, this is nuts, man. Video looks like the game is
I mean,
in
a
beta
headshot's
state
a
with pure
headshot.
PvP. Almost non-PvE clips here. Where is the bug of play? Yeah, this is nuts, man. Oh my god. I wonder, like, obviously I like fast-paced gameplay,
Okay.
but some of
After
this is
3
just
warning
completely
shots.
fucking over the line, man.
Okay.
It's just crazy. Yeah, these videos
I don't know. I
are-
can't aim in this game.
Like, these
I don't
videos
know
are
what it
so
is,
fucking
dude.
good. I think
can't
I don't
aim
know
in
if I've
game at
watched
all.
this one or not.
I can't.
But
flick.
like, these are
I
so
don't know what the
fucking
fuck it
funny.
is. I don't
Dying
know.
in 1 second
don't
is
know.
absurd. Yeah, exactly. Why does this keep happening? Like, why is it that they just can't figure it out?
Yo, Jay Hayden, spontaneous
Because it's like
pony.
every
what up, yo?
patch, something stupid like this happens. And I just don't understand why. I genuinely just don't understand it. Like, how is it that something new like this happens every single time, man? It's crazy to me. They are
Oh,
paid
shit.
not to
This is
figure
a
it out.
terrible place to be a
This is-
sniper.
It's like they're literally not even trying, dude. They are not even trying.
No! Someone killed the
All
fucking
the posts.
thing!
Oh, I stunned it. Hamilton alert, watch. Hamilton watch.
This is so
Not dying
ridiculous.
to that thing again.
Fuck you, video. Holy shit. How did they kill yourself? What the fuck? What the fuck?
Get out of here, dude.
Honestly.
Oh my god.
God damn.
What a fucking joke of a game, Joe.
Wow.
Oh my fucking
no,
god.
they're gonna do the corruption shit on this dude. This is the
Oh,
rule.
I see where they are. I see where they are.
There it is.
Ah.
You can freedom, some.
I loved Infinite. Uh-oh, he's stunned.
Chat, was that not in
What's gonna
his
happen?
head?
Oh, there's the guy. It's gonna kill him.
What? Dude,
And he's dead.
I'm telling you, this is so dumb, man. Grand illusion.
I'm so glad. I'm glad that the
Oh
shooting
my
is gonna be more
God.
like
I don't even know
BF5.
what to say about it, man. This shit
I'm
is so,
glad,
it's just
'cause
so
I
dumb.
suck at this.
It's so fucking dumb. They're a
Hey, yo,
multi-dollar
Moofy with
company.
the
Yes,
50.
They're a multi-dollar
Thank you,
company.
man.
Narcs
I'm
AOC
glad.
recap. Okay, yeah, I'll look at the Ashes of Creation thing, okay? Ashes of Creation. Okay, where is it here? It's this guy right here. 17 hours ago. Well, this is like 1 hour ago. Oh, this
Share
is the update
battle
here.
report
Okay, yeah,
to
I'll
who?
watch this
Man,
video
that was the
and, we'll
worst
see what
fucking
it is.
battle report ever.
So we'll see. Yeah, watch the Soken thing. I'll watch the Soken thing after this, okay, guys? Yeah, I'll watch the Soken thing after this. And listen, I understand that some people think that Ashes of Creation is going to be bad because of what happened, but the truth is that I'm still going to play it. It's going to be coming out in like a few weeks. Like it's in like 2 weeks or something like that. Ashes of Creation comes out. So I'm not that worried about it, man. Yeah, what happened? What do you mean what happened? Okay, well, whatever. Anyway, so here's what I'm saying, right? Is that Ashes of Creation is it's got a long way to go, but it is promising, of course. So you mean New World? It's not coming out? Wait, the delay happened? What are you guys being weird for? Why are people being weird? Okay, anyway, let's go ahead and watch the video.
Hey, what up, boys? Today's video is a quick breakdown of the monthly live stream that took place on the 25th of June 2021.
Yeah, I'm confused.
You can watch this live stream
Forget
this
about it.
time every month over on Intrepid's Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Ashes of Creation. And hey, if you're new here, sit back, relax, and grab yourself a beverage, because today's live stream was a banger, and I'm excited to break it down for you today.
Okay.
Now,
All
with
right,
all
let's
that
see it.
bollocks out of the way, let's begin, shall we? So as usual, they gave us the studio updates going over the recent discussions, followed up by a reminder of our upcoming Alpha 1 dates. Then Stephen took the reins and explained that today is a big day for the Alpha 1 test, as they are implementing a lot of back-end systems to create a smoother experience during the sieges. And actually, I have a video I'm very
That's gonna be
excited to get
great.
out to you tomorrow about these exact changes. So
I'm actually really excited about the sieges and stuff like that in the game. Like, I think that's going to be so fucking cool. And if they have it working properly, that's really what matters the most. Yeah, that's what matters the most, is if they have it working properly and that it's actually playable. Like, playability matters more than anything else. The chat right now, it'll be better than WoW. Why are people so blindly, like, I feel like the Ashes of Creation sentiment has changed so much, and people used to be blindly for it, and now they're just, like, blindly against it. I don't know, it's just like, it's kind of boring, you know? Like, can we ban the copium stuff? Like, maybe, like, it's just, it does get kind of overused sometimes, but I don't really know if that's gonna be it. Okay, sheep? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, because of sheep. I don't know why copium Andes. Yeah, I guess so. It got popular to start hating on it. Yeah, I guess that's what it is. I would assume so.
Look forward to that. As Stephen continued, he explained that the team is nearly back into the studio and ready to work again at maximum efficiency. So it sounds like updates are going to be rolling out like crazy on the Alpha client, which is really exciting to hear, because the updates they've given us so far have really been quite regular. Finishing up this intro segment, they moved on to the main event. And oh boy, this time they gave us something completely unexpected.
What was this?
Right off the bat, we're greeted by 4 of their beautiful NPC cosmetic sets, being sported by Toast, Margaret, Michael Bacon, and Stephen Sharif himself.
That's
the
cool.
location they've landed in for
Yeah, that's
today's
cool.
clip is in Elwyn Ruins, which used to be a mage stronghold. And as they explore the area, the atmosphere it gives off is the first thing that jumps out to me, showing us a ghostly, foggy ruin populated with the ghosts of lost soldiers. These kind of areas that tell a story without actually having a scripted event or quests.
Did he say Elwyn Ruins? I don't think he did. I'm pretty sure he didn't say Elwyn Ruins.
To explain it all are really what make these kind of open world games so immersive. Stephen then showed off the boss for the area, and just the pure size of it gives off an intimidating presence.
That's cool.
Even though it is just a bigger, more decorated and intimidating version of the smaller ghosts, they did a great job of making him subtle enough to still look like he belongs in the area, compared to what some other MMOs do out there at the moment. Finally, the big surprise of this slightly shorter clip this month was the reveal of the early iteration to the passive skill tree that they revealed to us.
That looks a lot better than it did. Yeah, it definitely looks a lot better than it did. I'm glad that that's actually being improved on. Thank God. Obviously, it's still like not perfect, right? But I mean, it's definitely a lot better.
I can't say too much about it specifically, as we don't get to play with it until tonight, but Stephen did say that it will change depending on which archetype you've chosen. Before moving on to the R segment, they discussed a few of the subjects related to the combat, philosophy, and bug fixes over the next 20 minutes of the live stream, but I'll address most of these in tomorrow's video, as it involves a lot of technical issues that they've made amazing strides toward fixing, but haven't quite solved it completely yet. We'll break down the next 20 minutes of the stream in 5 words. Testing good, not testing bad.
What a joke.
Okay.
So But let's move on to the concept update next, and what they showed us was some real poggy stuff this month, such as candlesticks, wooden blinds, and flags. Riveting. No, but seriously, the art team is doing such a great job of transferring the art from real-life examples to concept to finally finished 3D.
Yeah, what do you guys think about that stuff? I think those look cool. Yeah, those are definitely cool, absolutely. 100 fucking percent, man. This one's gonna be different. No way my PC can handle this. I don't know. I think that it'll be decent, right? This looks sick. Everything in the game looks cool. Yeah, the thing is, like, I do worry. So, like, one thing that the game definitely has, like, running sideways in the game feels really gamey. Like, it doesn't, like, it's not, it doesn't feel like you're running. It feels like you're sliding. Like, I saw that earlier. Like, that definitely is a problem because that's something people are going to be doing constantly. And, like, they're going to see that all the time. So, like, having the movement down is, like, super, super important. And that's, like, one thing that Blizzard actually really does very well is they make sure that they have fluid movement.
In-game models. And with some of them, it's really hard to tell which is a concept art piece and which is a real-life picture. The Axis art team is doing a great job. The only thing that concerns me with this is that when an MMO goes for a more realistic art style, their game tends to look very outdated very quickly as technology progresses and an MMO's engine is stuck in time. It'll be
like photorealism, I do think is always it's a losing battle whenever you're doing games, because not only is it a losing battle because the technology improves and gets better over time, but it also is a losing battle because it removes people from being able to play the game because the requirements are so high to run it.
Interesting to see how Intrepid tackle this issue years after release. Before moving on to environment art, they took some time to discuss some of the new shop signs designed for the village stage of a node, and these signs are just oozing with personality. What excites me the most about this stuff, though, is the possibility of customizable signs that you can place outside of your own player shop, with these signs being built in something like the Spore character creator, if you guys are familiar with that.
So can you draw a dick on your sign? Like, that's, if you can draw a dick on your sign, I'm actually looking forward to playing this game. Yeah, if you can do a dick sign, then that's what matters.
And understand what I mean. Went on a little bit of a tangent there, but we moved on to the environment next, and this month we're blessed with a video. But before that, Stephen devilishly teased their vision for how fishing in an environment like this would look like later in development, searching for different types of fish and the vibrant, shallow water sea life that we may see in this environment. As you can see, the video goes through this environment in-game in real time, really helping us to visualize the teaser that Stephen gave us earlier. I too cannot wait to just come home from work and relax for an evening fishing in a spot as beautiful as this.
I don't really care about fishing. Like, fishing isn't that big of a deal to me. It's like the thing with games to me is like the games live and die by their community and their systems and like their base gameplay. Like, does combat feel good? Are the systems in the game good? Like, WoW, the reason why WoW was always successful for so long is because it has very, very fluid and responsive gameplay, and for a long time it had a very big and active community. Like, whenever WoW was at its biggest, it had good systems, a good community, and those are the two things, the main things that really matter. Fishing being good or not, I don't give a shit about this. I don't think most people do. It's make the systems work, make the game play well, and people are gonna play the shit out of it. Fluid in terms of what? Fluid compared to most other games. I would say WoW is incredibly fluid for many games that are out there, especially MMOs back then. WoW was like way farther ahead in terms of fluidity.
Our segment of today's stream is the usual character updates, and we got some new hairstyles for the female and male dwarf, the female elf, and a few human hairstyles too. Then we got some NPC armor concept updates, showing off one of my favorite sets, Death's Hand. And this set really reminds me of some deep sea worshippers, so Cthulhu content soon. Next up we got the Steel Soul with some new weapons. Very sick looking set that will definitely be
See, this is what I like seeing, right? Like, this is badass. Like, let's look at some more of this shit. Yeah, some big ass fucking axes and some helmets with horns on them and shit. That's where it's all about.